Yongchuan West City. On the Awakening Square, crowds thronged. Security. Where are the security guards? Get this man away. We still need to complete our awakening. No. It must be the awakening steel that is wrong. Let me awaken one more time. I will definitely get a talent. Please, don't take me away. A young man around 18 years old was being forcefully dragged away by several professional security personnel maintaining order. No one paid any heed to his despair and pleas. Li Chengfeng watched silently. 18 years ago, he had been reborn into this world as a fetus. Every day, new dungeons and secret realms appeared across this world. If these dungeons and secret realms were not cleared in time, the monsters within would manifest in the real world in vastly multiplied numbers or with amplified strength. Mankind's only means of resistance was to awaken classes and talents. By slaying monsters to level up, humans could gain the formidable power needed to fight these creatures. The world had not always been like this. Both gods and demons sought humanity's destruction. They cast down these manifesting dungeons while imposing rules to suppress human growth. Only by winning the 100-year human God War could humanity earn another 100 years of survival. Over the years, humans had struggled just to stay alive. He was now standing on Awakening Square. Humans underwent their first awakening at the age of 16, unified within their schools. Classes fell into 3 categories: combat type, support type, and life type. Talent grades displayed by the Awakening Steel, from lowest to highest, were F, E, D, C, B, A, and S. Officially released rankings also included SS grade and SSS grade. An A grade talent already marked one as a genius, granting rapid power growth. S grade talents occurred in only 1 out of a million cases. Anyone who awakened one would be fought over by top universities and major factions, drawing nationwide attention, truly an honor that brought glory to one's ancestors. What a waste of time. Why is he crying? Could this be his 3rd awakening attempt? No way. Everyone who comes to the city's Awakening Square failed their first awakening at school. If awakening fails, you may try again the following year. If you still gain no talent on the 3rd attempt, you can never awaken one again. The crowd murmured, filled with somber understanding. The 3rd awakening was the final chance. While one would definitely become a class bearer on the 3rd try, there was no guarantee of obtaining a talent. In this world where the strong reigned supreme, those without talents belonged to the very bottom of society. I've awakened a talent. I finally have a talent. An 18-year-old youth leaped for joy and hugged the girl beside him. This is my 3rd awakening. D grade talent. Global statistics showed that the more attempts one took to awaken, the weaker their resulting talent tended to be. In hundreds of years of human history, only 3 people had obtained talents of A grade or higher after an initial awakening failure. Let go of me. Damn it. Let go of my girlfriend. When the commotion died down, it was Li Chengfeng's turn. He walked up to the 3-meter-tall Awakening Steel and slowly placed both hands upon its surface. It will be enough just to become a class bearer, Li Chengfeng thought to himself. He had failed his 2 previous awakening attempts, not even unlocking a class. Awakening subject detected. Commencing awakening. In an instant, a mysterious power surged within his body. Boom. 7 stars lit up at once, bursting forth with dazzling 7-colored radiance. Whoa. SS grade talent. Those present for their 2nd or 3rd awakening nearly popped their eyes out. Pedestrians halted in their tracks, staring in shock at the brilliant multicolored light. Had the one in a million miracle unfolded right before their eyes? Is this real? Does such blazing 7-hued light leave any room for doubt? Is this his 2nd or 3rd awakening? Could it be his 1st? Couldn't wait for the slow school, organized ceremony. Wrapped in overwhelming surprise, Li Chengfeng tuned out all surrounding noise and focused his mind on his class bearer status panel. Class Warrior, Level 1, Strength 8, Constitution 7, Spirit 18, Skills 1, None 2, None 3, None 4, None 5, None Talent Extraordinary Destiny. Click to view no starting skills. In this world, newly awakened class bearers possessed 5 skill slots and usually received 1 innate talent skill. View talent. Li Chengfeng activated the prompt with his mind. Extraordinary Destiny. Unique SSS. Grade talent. All skills you learn below S grade are forcibly elevated to S grade or higher. Upon each class advancement, 1 or more of your learned skills will randomly advance in rank. Upon each class advancement, non-class specific skills you learn will adapt to match your current class. Li Qingfeng drew a sharp breath, his heart skipping a beat. Before level 20, class bearers only had 5 skill slots. Additional slots were unlocked only through class advancement, and learned skills could never be swapped out. Every skill slot was therefore extremely precious, requiring utmost caution when selecting skills to learn. High-ranked skill books were astonishingly rare. An ordinary low-rank class bearer might earn a mere 100 to 200,000 federal credits a month. Yet a single B-grade skill book could sell for tens of millions. A decent A-grade skill could fetch over 100 million on the market, and even then supplies were scarce. As for S-grade skills, they were monopolized by large factions and powerful groups. Should one ever appear publicly, it would be snatched away instantly, completely out of reach for ordinary people. His talent could force all his skills up to S-grade or above, while others may do with A-grade, B-grade, or even E-grade skills. He would wield 5 skills of S-grade quality or better. His starting line was far above everyone else's. Skills can keep advancing after class changes, and I can adapt skills meant for other classes too. Li Qingfeng's breathing quickened. This talent was overwhelmingly powerful. He exhaled slowly to calm his surging excitement, planning to go purchase skill books. Only then did he realize he was completely surrounded, hemmed in by layers of onlookers. Brother, we can take you monster, hunting, and leveling completely free of charge. Hey there, I awakened last year, and am already a first-tier advanced class bearer. I can take you out to hunt wild monsters, no cost at all. What class are you, brother? I'll gift you some beginner gear. Do you have a girlfriend? If not, you could give me a chance. If you do, would you mind adding one more person to your life? I'm a guy. Would you still consider it? Join our mercenary group. We will fund your leveling all the way until you sit for the college entrance assessment. We can pool money to buy you skill books. Offers, flattery, and eager courting poured in from every direction. Bold young women pressed close, hoping to strike up a connection. Anyone with an S-grade talent would almost certainly gain admission to one of the 10 elite universities, with boundless potential ahead. Even scraps of future favor from him would be enough to benefit ordinary people for a lifetime. Everyone wanted to invest in him while he was still weak. I'm not interested right now. Make way, please. Li Qingfeng forced his way through the crowd and hurried away from Awakening Square, heading straight for the nearest class bearer tower. Every city maintained multiple class bearer towers. Here, class bearers could trade equipment and skill books, register as mercenaries, and accept missions. Upon entering, a staff member led him into a private room and handed over an electronic tablet listing tradable goods. A-grade and B-grade skill books are far too expensive. Skip those. Li Qingfeng immediately ruled out anything above B-grade. His mother had died fighting monsters when he was 10 years old, leaving behind only 5 million federal credits. Even if he had spent nothing at all on food and shelter over the past decade, he still could not afford high-rank skill books. As for his birth father, 18 years prior, his father had been grievously wounded while hunting in the wilds and was rescued by Li Qingfeng's mother. The two grew close, and she conceived him. Then a woman claiming to be his father's legal wife appeared. His father abandoned Li Qingfeng's mother without a second thought and vanished entirely. Li Qingfeng took his mother's surname at birth. Orphaned after his mother's death at 10, he had lived alone until 1 week before his awakening, when his birth father tracked him down and brought him back to the Zhou household. Li Qingfeng had hoped his father finally intended to make amends to his mother. Yet the very night he moved in, his half-siblings jeered and sneered at him, making snide remarks insulting his mother's character. Li Qingfeng had flipped the dinner table and struck both of them across the face. In response, his step-mother beat him until he coughed up blood. His father demanded he apologize. When he refused, he was locked up. For 7 days he endured repeated beatings from his step-mother. She also sought to seize his mother's inheritance as compensation for ruining her family. He was released only on the day of his awakening, which ended in failure. The Zhou family called him worthless. Without a word, he gathered his belongings and walked out. His birth father watched him leave, his eyes filled with nothing but disgust. In that moment, Li Qingfeng's father died inside his heart. His former girlfriend, with whom he had got along well, also cut off all contact after that incident. Right now he craved only strength. Only power could shield him from bullying. Only power would let him survive in this world constantly threatened by monster sieges. Only power would let him uncover the truth. How his mother, once a genius of Kunlun Academy, had never even completed her 3rd class advancement, and exactly what monster had claimed her life. Li Qingfeng scrolled across the screen, filtering for skills priced below 1 million credits. Brute Strength E, passive. permanently raises strength by 100% before level 40. After level 40, grants a permanent plus 100 strength. Scorching Trail C, Mage, only. Leaves searing flames along the path you walk. Wooden Spikes C, Wood Mage, only. Conjures wooden thorns to assail targets. Quagmire D, Mage, only. Summons a patch of clinging mud on designated ground. Voice Manipulation D, produces sounds that stir intense emotions in targets, granting them states of frenzy or rage for 5 seconds. Blazing/D, delivers a cross-shaped strike. Each strike line deals 120% of your strength as fire damage. Brute Strength, Li Qingfeng frowned. Percentage-based buffs were always powerful, yet this skill's effect deteriorated past level 40. Investing a skill slot in it felt like drinking poison to quench thirst. But if it gets upgraded to S, grade or higher, its effects must be extraordinary. He valued its permanent strength boost, which would prove extremely valuable in the early stages. He kept browsing. Hawksight E, passive, lets you see objects up to 100 meters away, even in total darkness. Forlorn Charge E, throw yourself forward recklessly, dealing damage to enemies along a straight line. Gale Step E, boost movement speed by 20% for 3 seconds. Your first strike during this window has a 5% chance of dealing double strength-based damage. After reviewing many options, Li Qingfeng made up his mind. He would buy Gale Step, Blazing Slash, and Brute Strength, reserving his remaining 2 skill slots. Gale Step supported both attack and retreat. Blazing Slash and Brute Strength would boost his damage output. Once purchases were confirmed, his account held less than 100,000 credits. When staff delivered the skill books, Li Qingfeng began learning them at once. Ding! You have learned Gale Step. Extraordinary Destiny triggers. Your E-grade Gale Step is forcibly elevated to S-grade Trace of the Wind. Trace of the Wind S. Activate to boost attack and movement speed by 500%. Duration equals Constitution times 10% seconds. Your first strike during this state inflicts 10-fold strength-based damage. 5 times speed, 10-fold damage. This is the might of an S-grade skill. Li Qingfeng's eyes lit up, far exceeding his expectations. Ding! You have learned Blazing Slash. Blazing/D, deliver a cross-shaped strike. Each strike line deals 120% of your strength as fire damage. Ding! Extraordinary Destiny triggers. Your D-grade Blazing Slash advances to SS grade 8 Waste Flame Annihilation Slash. 8 Waste Flame Annihilation /SS. Instantly unleashes cross-shaped flame, sword chi. All targets along the strike lines take 3,000% of your strength as fire damaged. 3,000% damage. Incredible. His heart raced. Learn Brute Strength. Ding! You have learned E-grade Brute Strength. Brute Strength E, passive, permanently raises strength by 100% before level 40. After level 40, grants a permanent plus 100 strength. Ding! Extraordinary Destiny triggers. Your E-grade Brute Strength advances to SSS grade Almighty Might. Almighty Might SSS. Passively increases base strength by 10,000%. Activate to gain a damage-absorbing barrier, reducing incoming damage by 70% while further boosting strength by an additional 10,000%. Duration equals Constitution times 10% plus 60 seconds. What? SSS grade. Permanent 10,000% strength boost? 70% damage reduction and strength doubled once activated. Li Qingfeng swallowed hard. This power felt almost absurd. Open status panel. Class. Warrior. Level. 1. Strength. 8 buffed. 808. Constitution. 7. Spirit. 18. Talent. Extraordinary Destiny Unique. Skills. Almighty Might SSS. 8. Waste Flame Annihilation /SS. Trace of the Wind S. Blood surged through Li Qingfeng's veins. At level 1, his buffed strength hit 808, 101 times that of ordinary peers. A surge of bold resolve rose within him. Who can stand against me? When Li Qingfeng stepped out of the private room, he had regained his composure. He headed for the main hall to register for the National Class Bearer College entrance assessment. First, to fulfill his mother's dying wish, admission to a top-tier university. Second, elite skill books, gear and rare supplies were controlled by major factions. Gaining entry to a prestigious academy would grant him vital access to these resources. Those awakening outside standard school ceremonies needed to verify they were truly level 1 before registering, preventing higher-level older class bearers from sitting the exam. Well, look who it is, my worthless second brother. At that sharp sneer, Li Qingfeng halted. A pretty long-haired girl in a school uniform skirt, holding a magic staff, approached surrounded by fellow students. undisguised mockery on her face. Li Chengfeng recognized her, Zhou Lan, his step-sister, 2 years younger than him. She had joined in humiliating him at the Zhou household and once knocked his food bowl out of his hands. Your mouth is filthier than trash. Li Chengfeng frowned, looking on with distaste. Zhou Lan's face darkened, her voice rising sharply. Li Chengfeng, how dare you insult me? I just did. You worthless nobody. Slap. Zhou Lan's words were cut short. She spun twice on the spot and crashed onto the ground, a bright red palm print blooming across her fair cheek. Her companions stared in stunned disbelief. No one expected Li Chengfeng to strike so suddenly, knocking an awakened class bearer clean off her feet with one blow. What did you do? You are asking for trouble. Li Chengfeng pulled out a tissue, wiped his hand, and tossed it toward her. Disgusting. Li Chengfeng. Zhou Lan's eyes blazed with rage, mana gathering around her staff. I will make you pay tenfold. Slap. Zhou Lan spun once more and fell heavily. The light on her staff faded. Both cheeks swelled, her hair falling messily over her face, thoroughly humiliated. Stop this. He attacked Lan Lan. Get him. Her classmates snapped out of their shock, forming a protective ring around her and advancing toward Li Chengfeng with angry glares. You hurt our friend. You're going to get what's coming to you. A girl with dyed blonde hair lunged forward and kicked at Li Chengfeng. Li Chengfeng glanced at her and kicked her square in the abdomen. The girl went flying, crashing into the group behind her. A dozen students tumbled across the floor, crying out in pain. Stunned, they stared at Li Chengfeng. One kick had taken down their whole crowd. This was no ordinary person. Li Chengfeng, you actually struck me. Zhou Lan ground her teeth, hatred burning in her gaze. Didn't the 2 slaps hurt enough? Li Chengfeng let out a faint laugh and scanned the crowd. Anyone else want to take her side? Come and try. What is going on here? Fighting inside the class, bearer tower. Do you all want to be locked up? Students, disperse at once. Keep this up, and you will be disqualified from the college entrance assessment. Tower security personnel strode over with stern expressions. Zhou Lan and her companions choked back their fury. He started it. He hurt us without even using skills. This is not an arena. Disperse or face detention. Forced to back down, Zhou Lan glared venomously at Li Chengfeng. You can gloat for now. You're just jealous of my A-grade talent. Ridiculous. I do not care what talent you have. Zhou Lan was stung, then regained her self-control and jeered. You failed awakening twice in a row. Your talent is probably worse than D-grade. You will end up as nothing but a worm crushed beneath my feet. Ridiculous. Li Chengfeng rolled his eyes and turned to leave. Curse you. Zhou Lan ground her teeth almost to dust. Aware that passers-by were staring, burning with shame, she fled the building. 18 years old, 3rd awakening, warrior class. Registering for the college entrance assessment. The staff member pointed to a crystal orb. Place your hand here for level verification. The class bearer crystal could pierce most common level-hiding trinkets and reveal the true level of anyone below level 20. Li Chengfeng laid his palm against its surface. The crystal lit up. Level 1. Level 1. Eligible. You will sit the assessment alongside regular students the day after tomorrow. Details will be sent to your wrist-worn communicator. The staff entered his information into the system and walked him through key regulations. All candidates would gather at the Class Bearer Tower 2 days from now and be escorted to examination venues for the nationwide unified assessment. Time to hunt monsters and raise my level. Nearly every newly awakened class bearer ventured into the wilds beforehand to improve their performance in the assessment, and Li Chengfeng intended to do the same. Leaving the tower, he boarded a fast transit vehicle toward the West City Gate. The entire fortified city was encircled by 100-meter-tall walls. A celestial barrier formation hung overhead, warding off king-rank flying monsters. Threats of even higher rank were handled by far stronger class bearers. The city gates bustled with activity. Class bearers sought teammates, vendors laid out stalls for trade. As soon as Li Chengfeng appeared, merchants swarmed over, pitching sales of gear, potions, and supplies. Friend, need a carry-out service? No, thank you. Li Chengfeng was short on funds and simply could not afford it. Ring, ring, ring. Li Chengfeng glanced at his wristwatch. An unfamiliar call request popped up. Without overthinking, he answered it. Li Chengfeng, you bastard. How dare you hit Xiaolan? Do you want a beating? Get back here this instant and apologize to her in person. Li Chengfeng's expression darkened. Who is this? I'm your father. My father died long ago. What are you? Li Chengfeng. Say that again. My father died long ago. What are you? You. Zhou Wu flew into a rage and crushed the teacup in his hand. Do you think I want a useless son like you? You bring me nothing but shame. Like I care. Cut the nonsense. If this is about Zhou Lan, she brought it on herself. She deserved it. Li Chengfeng retorted impatiently. Boy, don't think I can't discipline you. Get back here right now, or else. Zhou Wu paused, grasping the only threat he could wield against Li Chengfeng. You are no longer my son. That suits me perfectly. I never wanted a father like you anyway. Fine, fine. From this moment on, you are no longer my son, and I have no son named you. Remember those words. Don't you dare take them back. Take them back? I would never back down for a good-for-nothing like you. Are you done talking? You brat. You hurt my daughter and expect to get away scot-free. Beep. Zhou Wu froze, staring at his wristwatch as the call disconnected. His face twisted with fury. He actually hung up on me. Zhou Wu redialed, only to find the line blocked. He had been blacklisted. You insolent wretch. Zhou Wu seethed, glancing over at Zhou Lan, whose face was swollen. His hands shook with rage. This is far from over. Zhou Lan had heard the entire conversation, her eyes blazing. Father, I will get payback for those 2 slaps myself. I will make him repay me 10-fold, 100-fold. Good. Even if that boy awakens for the 3rd time, he is still good for nothing. With your A-rank talent, crushing him will be as easy as squashing an ant. Exactly. That is the spirit. Zhou Wu nodded, then shifted topics. Word is an S-rank talent awakened at the West City Awakening Square. Do you know who it is? Zhou Lan shook her head. I heard the rumors too. I went to the professionals tower to check whether he has registered for the national exam. I hoped I might make his acquaintance. If you can win his heart, he will become part of our Zhou family, and our household will rise to new heights. Zhou Wu mused. Father, I do not even know what he looks like yet. Even if he is plain-looking, that is no problem. We can hire a life-class professional to alter his appearance. Father, I am off to level up. At the West City Gate. Li Chengfeng added another number to his blacklist. After the guards verified his identity, Li Chengfeng stepped outside the city walls. The moment he passed through the gate, a wild, untamed aura washed over him. The air outside grew murky and heavy to breathe. Vast primeval forests stretched out, with towering trees casting deep, gloomy shadows across the land. Li Chengfeng drew his beginner-grade weapon, a Tang-style saber with a 1.3-meter blade plus 11 strength, left to him by his late mother. Among beginner-grade gear, its stat bonus was remarkably high. Monsters close to the city walls had mostly been cleared. He would need to travel farther to find foes. Many professionals roamed the road, some in groups of 3 or 5, others traveling alone. 30 minutes later, no other professionals remained in sight. Li Chengfeng halted his steps. Up ahead, crouched among the trees, stood a 2-meter-tall red rabbit-like beast. Its forelimbs resembled human hands, tipped with 5 1-foot-long sharp claws. Its fur was as hard as steel needles, and 2-foot-long fangs jutted from its jaws. Name, Crimson Hairbeast. Level, 3. HP, 320. Strength, 38. Description, it preys heavily on humans. It treats human beings as both food and quarry, tormenting and slaying them in cruel ways. Li Chengfeng's gaze turned cold, steeped in deep resentment. He had been an orphan in his past life. In this life, he had gained a mother, only for her to perish at the hands of monsters. Hatred for all such creatures burned within him. At that instant, the Crimson Hair Beast spotted him and charged forward, its sharp claws aiming straight for his forehead. Li Chengfeng knew full well a direct hit would leave him impaled. Die! Li Chengfeng swung his saber hard. -819. The Crimson Hair Beast was cleft clean in two. Its corpse crashed heavily onto the ground. Killed Crimson Hair Beast. EXP +3. Killed level 2 Tall-Legged Spider. EXP +2. Killed level 3 Gray Disc Centipede. EXP +3. Li Chengfeng advanced deeper. The monsters he encountered grew stronger, yet none could withstand a single basic strike from him. This EXP gain, Li Chengfeng twitched his mouth. The numbers were pitifully low. In the early era of professionals, humans earned experience easily and leveled fast at first. Now things were different. Supposedly, it was malicious punishment inflicted by gods and demons. World rules suppressed humanity, holding back human growth to let monsters devour humankind. He could do nothing to change it. He lacked the power to defy such forces. Just think about the tenfold stat boost upon job advancement. I can live with this. What is that? He caught sight of a prowling black blood wolf. Level 10. HP 5000. Strength 128. Description: a swift-moving wolf tainted by unknown corruption. The black blood wolf is far faster than the Crimson Hair Beast. I cannot give it an opening. Li Chengfeng intended to test his skill wind trace, advancing slowly with his Tang saber in hand. 20 meters separated them when the wolf suddenly snapped its head toward him and bolted ahead, moving like a crimson streak of lightning. Wind trace. Li Chengfeng's body lightened abruptly. He darted forward like a gust of wind. -8,198-19 by 10. Splat. The black blood wolf's head rolled across the earth, its eyes frozen in stunned disbelief. How could a level 1 ant slay it? It should not even have been able to scratch its defenses. Killed level 10 black blood wolf. EXP plus 12, not bad. Keep going. Killed level 7 goblin. EXP plus 7. Killed level 9 frenzied spider. EXP plus 10. Killed level 10 black blood wolf. EXP plus 12. Ding, congratulations. You have reached level 2. All attributes plus 2. You gain 6 free attribute points. My damage is vastly overkill. I should invest points into Constitution first. Putting points into Strength would yield greater returns, given its 100-fold amplification. Yet Constitution governed resistance, damage tolerance, stamina, and self-recovery. It dictated survival and sustained combat capability. Humans possessed no separate defense stat. Blows landing on vital spots, the skull, throat, heart, could land fatal or critical wounds, easily killing an unprotected person. Higher Constitution made one tougher and more durable. Shield-type skills were therefore almost essential. Life-saving skills and items were extraordinarily precious. All points to Constitution. Class. Warrior. Level. 2. Strength. 10 amplified. 10-10. Constitution. 15 plus 2 plus 6. Spirit. 20 plus 2. Talent. Extraordinary Destiny unique. Skills. Superhuman Might SSS. 8 Wilds Flame /SS. Wind Trace S. Equipment. Tang Saber plus 11 Strength. Onward. Feeling his body grow steadily stronger, Li Chengfeng fought on with renewed drive. Ding. Killed Black Blood Wolf. EXP plus 11. EXP bonuses for defeating much higher level foes remained modest. Killing creatures weaker than oneself yielded even less experience. Monsters 10 or more levels below him granted 0 experience. He pressed deeper and spotted a half-orc. The beast roared and charged, thrusting its spear toward him. Level 15, HP 7100, Strength 180. Description: a boar-like monster taking humanoid form. Filthy and foul-smelling. Wields weapons and actively hunts humans. It arranges human victims in grotesque displays. Too weak. Li Chengfeng charged forward, activating Wind Trace for his 10 damage multiplier strike. Minus 10,210. Ding. Killed half-orc. EXP plus 20, far more EXP than the Black Blood Wolf. Roughly a 30% bonus for defeating stronger foes. Li Chengfeng prepared to venture onward, when heavy footsteps echoed from his flank. 15 half-orcs burst out of the trees. So many. Li Chengfeng's expression shifted. He could not afford to get surrounded. Without hesitation, he unleashed 8 Wilds Flame Slash. Flames blazed along his Tang Saber as 4 massive flaming sword waves shot forth like lightning. Boom. 13 half-orcs collapsed, their bodies still smoldering. Each flaming slash dealt 306, 3010, 21 by 30 fire damage to every target along its path. The half-orcs died instantly without a chance to resist. The 2 surviving half-orcs froze, then turned and fled. Wind Trace. Li Chengfeng surged forward, chasing them down and slaying them with casual strikes. Killed half-orc. EXP plus 20, killed half-orc. EXP plus 20, killed half-orc. EXP plus 20. Solid gains. He grinned as his EXP bar climbed rapidly. He chose not to advance any farther. His constitution was still low. He could not cast skills non-stop, and his movement speed left him vulnerable to monster swarms. He decided to farm monsters in this vicinity. 1 hour later, he reached level 3. He poured all 6 free points into Constitution. His Constitution jumped to 23, greatly boosting his speed, stamina, and regeneration. His monster-slaying efficiency improved noticeably. For hours later, after felling another half-orc, he rose to level 4. Class. Warrior. Level 4. Strength 14 amplified. 14-14. Constitution 31. Spirit 26. Talent. Extraordinary Destiny unique. Skills. Superhuman Might SSS. 8 Wilds Flame /SS. Wind Trace S. Equipment. Tang Saber plus 11 Strength. With my current constitution, Wind Trace lasts 3.1 seconds. My shield holds for 180 seconds. I can push deeper now. Ding. Killed level 18 Mountain Wraith. EXP plus 24. Looks like I will not hit level 5 today. Li Chengfeng kicked the Mountain Wraith's corpse aside and watched the sun sink low. The EXP requirement for level 5 had multiplied many times over. He could not reach it before nightfall. The drop rate is abysmally low too. He had read the cold statistics in books, but experiencing it firsthand drove home just how poor loot chances were. Hundreds of monsters slain, yet not a single item had dropped. Time to head back. The wilderness grew 10 times deadlier after dark. Vision worsened, vigilance lapsed, and ambushes became far more likely. No one should camp outdoors without teammates to keep watch. He set off along an alternate route back to the city, slaying any monsters in his path. Passing through a zone of low-level creatures, he spotted a student party. A 3-person squad fought 5-level, 3 gray disc centipedes. The team held 1 warrior and 2 mages. 1 mage focused on crowd control, summoning brambles to bind up to 3 targets. The other 2 dealt damage. They eliminated 1 centipede each with burst spells, then focused fire on the bound foes. The fight ended in half a minute. A faint white light flickered atop the pile of corpses. Whoa, loot dropped. It's bronze-grade gear. Monsters below level 20 could only drop up to bronze quality. Silver, gold, and legendary gear came from far stronger foes. Let's check what it is. I will share its stats. Name, 8-spike spear bronze restriction, warrior, level 1 strength, plus 16 constitution, plus 4. 16 points of strength. That is incredible. It also adds 4 constitution. Such great stats. White-grade gear granted only a single-digit attribute bonus. Bronze gear gave 2 attribute bonuses. Bronze items sold fast whenever they appeared on markets. How? This spear is for you. The 2 mages offered the spear to their teammate. Someone is there. All 3 spotted Li Changfeng and tensed with caution. The wilderness was lawless. Looting dropped gear was common. Federal authorities tried to intervene, yet they could not oversee every corner. Li Changfeng paid them no mind and turned to leave. Before he walked far, a half-orc charged toward him brandishing a stone club. He killed it with 1 swing. No loot dropped. Terrible luck. Li Changfeng cursed silently. As he prepared to resume his journey, a burst of bright light erupted not far from the student squad. The glow expanded, warping into a rippling portal of light. What is that? Li Changfeng's eyes widened. A field-spawn dungeon. That man is leaving. Did you see that? He one-shot that half-orc. Su Yuhao let out a long breath and relaxed. He is probably not here to steal our loot. Why do you say so? A half-orc has over 7,000 HP. Newly awakened professionals barely hit 26 strength at most. They cannot possibly kill it in 1 hit. Even professionals who awakened last year without a job advancement would already be high level. They would have no reason to rob low-level bronze gear from us. Professionals could undergo their first job advancement at level 20. Advancement unlocked specialized class branches and multiplied all attributes tenfold. Their conversation was cut short by blinding radiance. A portal stabilized 30 meters away. What is this? It looks like a newly spawned dungeon instance. A new dungeon. Hurry over. First clear rewards for new dungeons were always generous, eh? Precious opportunity. Su Yuhao and his teammates hurried forward. The portal finished forming, 2 meters wide and 5 meters tall. Name, Manifestation Dungeon. Clear condition. Defeat the mother creature within 150 minutes. Countdown started. Restrictions. Below level 6 exclusive. Party size, 2-10 players. Each participant may attempt 3 times only. Failure consequence. All dungeon monsters gain 10-fold stats and multiply 1,000-fold, manifesting into the real world. A manifestation dungeon. Su Yuhao's heart skipped a beat. Manifestation dungeons offered bountiful rewards, yet their monsters possessed far higher stats than ordinary wilderness foes. How should we go in? Of course we go in. Yes. Su Yuhao and his allies stepped through the portal one after another. Right after they vanished inside, Li Changfeng arrived and read the portal's information. A time-limited dungeon. He tried to enter, only to be blocked. Requires at least 2 party members? I cannot go in alone. What a ridiculous restriction. Turn back? This was a precious opportunity. Li Changfeng sat beside the portal, waiting for other travelers to form a party. Buzz. Ripples washed across the portal. 3 figures were ejected outward: Su Yuhao and his 2 companions. Phew. Thank goodness we escaped. This new dungeon is brutal. Level 1 monsters already have both core stats above 50. Su Yuhao collapsed onto the ground, soaked in cold sweat. They had barely escaped death. He gasped for breath until he noticed Li Changfeng walking toward them. He scrambled to his feet. Senior, what brings you here? Why did you come back out? Li Changfeng asked. We got swarmed by dozens of monsters the second we stepped inside. We retreated immediately. Su Yuhao recounted everything they had seen. After learning the dungeon's dangers, Li Chengfeng sent a party invitation to Su Yuhao. Su Yuhao stared in surprise. What is this? Form a party. Let us go inside. There is no point ordinary professionals cannot clear. Hold on. Su Yuhao suddenly recalled how Li Chengfeng had slain the level 15 half-orc in one strike. His eyes went wide. What level are you? His teammates stared in shock. Level 4, Li Chengfeng replied. Level 4? You one-shot a half-orc? That cannot be. Su Yuhao exclaimed. I saw that was a basic attack. A passive skill. What kind of passive gives that much strength? Join or not? If not, I will find others. We join. Su Yuhao agreed at once. We will follow your lead. Worst case scenario, we retreat again, no shame in that. Good. Ding you have joined Su Yuhao's party. Members, Su Yuhao, Wang Yan, Lin Yi. You have become party leader. When Su Yuhao and his allies confirmed Li Chengfeng truly was only level 4, excitement surged. They might actually clear this dungeon. Did someone just enter? A real-time manifestation dungeon. The restrictions are extremely harsh. Those who went in are all new awakeners this year. I hope they make it out alive. Ning Yifan received an alert from the professionals tower reporting a newly spawned dungeon nearby and rushed to the scene. He arrived just in time to watch Li Chengfeng's party step through the portal. Every city dispatched patrols to the wilderness, responding to threats such as high-level monster incursions, sudden dungeons, and cultist activity. Ning Yifan uploaded the dungeon data to the professionals tower. Officials would publish the notice online, urging high-level awakeners to clear the dungeon and stop the monster manifestation disaster. Miss Zhou, night is falling. We ought to head back. I still need a little more EXP to hit level 6. I will return once I get there. Zhoulan had lost time healing her injuries and wanted to make up for lost progress. That good for nothing is probably not even level 3. If I cross paths with him again, I will teach him a lesson. Her wristwatch lit up. Father, you are calling? How close are you to leveling up? Nearly level 6. Do not level up yet. Why not? 3 manifestation dungeons have spawned outside the city. All lock participants below level 6. You are perfectly positioned to attempt one. Zhou said. I get it. I'm heading over right now. He checked the locations of the 3 instant access dungeons and picked the one closest to him. Ding, your party has entered an instant access dungeon. Defeat the matriarch monster within 147 minutes. Li Chengfeng's vision blurred, and he found himself standing on a bare stretch of open ground. Dense swarms of monsters stood dead ahead. They were as large as buffalo, with hound-like bodies and snake-shaped heads. Their pupils resembled those of dead fish, and their hairless skin was as pale as a corpse. Each bore a 2-meter-long tail, ending in a sharp awl-like tip. The tip split open in a cross shape, revealing rows of sharp fangs and dark fleshy orifices. Name, Whitethorn monster level, 1 HP, 600 strength, 58. Description, mutated creatures infected by a virus. They move swiftly and possess extremely sharp senses. Their attacks inflict severe poison upon wounding their targets. Their stats far outclass those of the level 3 vermilion-furred rabbits from the outside world. The moment they materialized, the horde of Whitethorn monsters locked eyes on them. Their snake-like jaws snapped open to a 180-degree angle, and they let loose a piercing sonic shriek. The instant the sound rang out, more than 30 Whitethorn monsters charged forward like ravenous wolves. Prepare for battle. Su Yuhao swallowed hard, gripping his 8-spider spear tightly. His 2 companions fared even worse, their whole bodies trembling. At that moment, a 10-meter-long cross-shaped flaming sword chi erupted, slicing straight into the horde. Multiple Whitethorn monsters were cut to pieces on the spot. Only 8 charging monsters remained in the blink of an eye. Hiss! 600 HP wiped out in one hit. That's terrifying. Su Yuhao and his 2 companions nearly popped their eyes out. Could a level 4 professional even dish out that much damage? An area of effect damage at that? Were they dreaming? What are you staring at? Wang Yan, restrain them quickly. Su Yuhao snapped back to reality and charged forward with his 8-spider spear. Combat academies mainly taught students how to fight monsters, offensive techniques, evasive maneuvers, monster weak points, skill properties, item effects, job advancement paths, and much more. Even if they could not land kills, they would try their best to hold a monster at bay. Thorn dance. Lin Yi raised his staff. Thick, arm-sized thorns burst from beneath the foremost Whitethorn monster's feet, tangling them up. The creatures lost their balance and crashed heavily onto the ground. Boom. A fireball spell struck one Whitethorn monster dead on. 3-4. Wang Yan's mouth twitched. He would need 17 or 18 hits just to take down a single one. The gap between them was astronomical. Trace of the wind. Li Chengfeng's body shifted, his speed surging fivefold. He flashed beside one white-thorn monster, sliced its head clean off with one swing of his blade, then lunged toward the next. In almost no time at all, he cut down all 8 remaining monsters. Good heavens! Su Yuhao stared in utter disbelief. What kind of skill was that? More are coming. Li Qingfeng frowned slightly. Behind the horde stood a large building, an indoor stadium. A white-thorn monster the size of a pickup truck crawled out through its main gate. Level 2 HP, 800 strength, 88. Seeing the level 2 monster's stats, Su Yuhao's mouth twitched involuntarily. The stat boost is insane. A level 3 white-thorn monster would have well over 1,000 HP. No sooner had he spoken than 2 more white-thorn monsters crawled out of the gateway. Level 3 HP, 1,000 strength, 108. Level 4 HP, 2,000 strength, 150. Senior, should we keep going? That was only a level 4 monster. How powerful would the matriarch monster be? No one knew how many more monsters lurked inside the stadium. Even though his skills had no formal cooldown, they drained stamina. If they got swarmed, they would be done for. I'll go take a look. With that, Li Qingfeng walked toward the gate. His movement drew the monster's attention. The level 4 white-thorn monster opened its blood-drenched jaws and roared, sprinting forward like a cheetah. Basic attack. 1425. Basic attack. The level 4 monster crumpled to the ground. Li Qingfeng had not even bothered using a skill. He reached the gate effortlessly, shook the blood off his blade, and strode inside. Hurry and follow the senior. Su Yuhao let out a cheer and rushed after him. Past the gate lay the stadium interior. More than 100 white-thorn monsters had gathered there, clustered beneath 2 egg-shaped stone-like structures. Ding! Egg nest, the organ where the matriarch monster spawns white-thorn monsters. Extremely fragile. Destroy one alone, and the matriarch monster gains a 50% stat boost from all slain monsters. Destroy both egg nests within 1 second, and the matriarch monster will enter a weakened state. No wonder this dungeon requires at least 2 people. Realization dawned on Li Qingfeng. The objective was to wreck both nests simultaneously. Senior, the white-thorn monsters are coming. Su Yuhao paled as he pointed at the 100+ monsters charging toward them. I see. Li Qingfeng leaned forward, raised his blade, and charged into the horde. 8 waste flame slash. 42750. 42750. 42750. A huge swathe of the monster horde was obliterated in an instant. More than 40 white-thorn monsters died on the spot. 8 waste flame slash. 8 waste flame slash. Wave after wave of monsters perished. Their numbers dwindled visibly, leaving barely 30 alive in the blink of an eye. Trace of the wind. Li Qingfeng moved like lightning and wiped out the rest. Hiss! Su Yuhao and his 2 companions gasped. Then worry washed over them. They hurried to Li Qingfeng's side, forming a protective ring around him and scanning their surroundings vigilantly. Senior, are you all right? Repeated skill usage drained massive amounts of stamina. If the matriarch monster showed up right now, all their efforts would go to waste. I'm fine. Li Qingfeng leaned on his Tang-style sword, gasping for breath. My constitution stat is still far too low, he thought. It was not merely low constitution. He was fighting foes far stronger than his own level. His skills cost enormous stamina to cast, and his stamina recovery rate lagged far behind. Just then, the ground shook violently. The stadium floor cracked bit by bit, as if something was about to burst forth from beneath. Destroy the egg nests, quickly. Li Qingfeng shouted to Su Yuhao and the others. Got it. Su Yuhao called to his companions. Each ran toward one egg nest. Once they reached them, they counted down in unison. On the agreed-upon count of 1, they struck at the same time and shattered both nests. Thick, yellowish-brown liquid oozed out of the broken structures, reeking foully, mixed with countless undeveloped white-thorn monster embryos. Ding! Egg nest destroyed. The matriarch monster has entered a weakened state. Boom! A massive hole blew open in the ground. A white-thorn monster as heavy as a heavy-duty truck leaped out from underground. It threw its head back and screeched in rage. 3 water-barrel-thick tails rose behind it like artillery pieces. The tails swelled slowly, something writhing inside them. Name: Whitethorn Matriarch Monster Weakened. Level: 5. HP: 26,000. Strength: 240. This is a level 5 monster. Su Yuhao's heart sank. He had never seen anything this terrifying even with level 20 foes. Worse still, this matriarch was an agile-type monster with long-range attacks. Trace of the wind. Li Qingfeng flashed in front of the matriarch. 8 waste flame slash. Squelch. Cross-shaped sword chi sliced the matriarch's body into 4 chunks. Its colossal frame crashed to the ground. Su Yuhao stared blankly at the corpse, unable to collect his thoughts for a long time. Ding. Whitethorn Matriarch Monster Slain. Your party has cleared the dungeon successfully. All members receive plus 1,100 experience. This dungeon will vanish in 10 minutes. Right after the system prompt, a multicolored glowing stone materialized out of thin air before Li Chengfeng. Separate light orbs appeared in front of Su Yuhao and his two companions. Wang Yan rubbed his eyes hard and stared fixedly at the rainbow-hued stone. A talent stone. Holy crap, that drop rate is absurd. Lin Ye's eyes widened, almost burning with greed. S-rank talent stone can raise a talent to S rank. Su Yuhao held his breath, able to hear his own heartbeat loud and clear. Talent stones were world-altering, god-tier items he had only read about in textbooks. Extremely rare, one might appear only once every dozen years. Whenever one surfaced, countless people would fight over it. His own talent was merely C-rank Thunder Surge. Without extraordinary luck, he would live an ordinary life. Raising it to S rank would turn him into a genius admired by countless others. Li Chengfeng frowned slightly. He had no use for it. He stowed the talent stone and glanced over the loot for Su Yuhao's group. 2 dual attribute bronze-grade pieces of equipment and 1 A-rank skill book. Sacrifice A. Upon slaying a monster, there is a minuscule chance to steal 1 attribute point. The probability drops exponentially when the user's attributes match or exceed those of the monster. This skill, Li Chengfeng's eyes widened, and his heart raced. If he learned Sacrifice, and his unique talent Extraordinary Destiny elevated it to S rank or higher, the steal chance would surely rise drastically. Su Yuhao tore his gaze away from the talent stone and looked at the A-rank skill book in his hands. While not as incredible as an S-rank talent stone, this skill was still remarkably powerful. He was about to learn it when a voice cut him off. Hold on. Senior? What is it? Hand that skill book over to me. Su Yuhao hesitated. They had contributed very little in the fight, yet no one wanted to give up loot they had just obtained. Selfishness tugged at him. He wanted to keep the skill for himself. But without Li Chengfeng, none of them would have reaped such rewards. On the other hand, had they not simultaneously destroyed the 2 egg nests, the matriarch monster would have gained ridiculous stat bonuses. Li Chengfeng might not have cleared the dungeon at all. Su Yuhao gritted his teeth and held out the skill book. Here you go, senior. Li Chengfeng gave him a long look, took the book, and selected to learn it. The book dissolved into streams of light that flowed into his body. A new skill appeared in his skill slots. Ding. You have learned A-rank Sacrifice. Extraordinary Destiny triggers. Your A-rank Sacrifice has been promoted to SS rank Divine Sacrifice. Divine Sacrifice SS. When slaying monsters, gain a chance to steal attribute points. Probability shifts dynamically based on level and attribute gaps. The chance gradually decreases when slaying foes weaker than the user. Class, Warrior level, 4 Strength, 14 with buffs Constitution, 31 Spirit, 26 Talent. Extraordinary Destiny Unique Skills, Monstrous Strength SSS, Divine Sacrifice SS, 8 Waste Flame /SS, Trace of the Wind S Equipment, Tang Style Sword plus 11 Strength. A faint smile tugged at Li Chengfeng's lips. Divine Sacrifice was the real prize for him. The usual barriers that held human cultivators back, slow experience gain, difficult job advancement quests, would no longer shackle him. They would become his advantages. He could kill monsters and steal more attributes before advancing his class. If his base strength was 100 before promotion, it would become 1,000 afterwards. If he raised his base to 200, or even 1,000, promotion would multiply it to 2,000 or 10,000. He could keep stealing attributes even after his first class advancement, snowballing endlessly. The higher his base stats grew, the more terrifying his power would become. What did level matter? He did not need to rely on levels. Raw attributes were all he needed. True combat power was everything. Suppressing his excitement, he noticed Su Yuhao looking dejected. I can sell you this talent stone. How much are you willing to pay? What? Su Yuhao's voice cracked. He gaped at Li Chengfeng as if seeing a ghost. You would sell it to me? Wang Yan and Lin Yi were equally stunned. This was an S-rank talent stone, an item with no set market price. Then it clicked. Li Chengfeng's power far outstripped his level. His talent was almost certainly S-rank or higher. He had no need for the stone and would trade it for resources and wealth instead. Do you want it? Li Chengfeng asked. He intended to reward Su Yuhao for his help, yet giving it away for free would feel unnatural. Yes, more than anything. Su Yuhao nodded frantically. How much are you asking for? You helped me in this dungeon. I'll give you a discount. 10 billion. Li Chengfeng thought for a moment and spoke. 10 billion. Su Yuhao nearly choked. That was an astronomical sum. I'll take it. Lin Yi suddenly spoke up. What? Su Yuhao stared at him in disbelief. 10 billion. I don't have that kind of money. I'll cover it for you. Ah. Li Chengfeng raised an eyebrow, surprised. Was Lin Yi from a wealthy and powerful clan? He was ready to fork out 10 billion without a second thought. I will pay the full amount for Hao right now. Lin Yi said plainly. I'll transfer the funds immediately. Very well. Li Chengfeng agreed. Ding. 10 billion credits received. Li Chengfeng marveled. The rich truly lived in a different world. It's yours. He handed the talent stone to Su Yuhao. Su Yuhao accepted it, his hands trembling as though trapped inside a dream. Thank you. Hao, use it quickly. Let's see what happens. Lin Yi urged excitedly. Right. Su Yuhao focused his mind. The talent stone dissolved into rainbow light and merged into his body. Blue crackling lightning surged inside him, emanating a wild, violent aura. Moments later, Su Yuhao opened his eyes, unable to hold back his broad grin. My talent has risen to S rank. It's 5-element divine thunder. I can unleash 5 different varieties of divine lightning. Incredible! Wang Yin exclaimed. Lin Yi. Su Yuhao clapped him on the shoulder. I'll never be able to repay this debt. Li Chengfeng had no wish to watch their emotional exchange. Let's head out. His vision blurred, and he returned before the glowing portal. A middle-aged man stood not far away. Not wanting to chat, Li Chengfeng turned to leave. Young man, hold on a moment. What is it? Do not be alarmed. I am Ning Yifan of the Patrol Division. I'd like to ask about the situation inside the dungeon. Ning Yifan wore a gentle smile. We gather intelligence to help other teams clear similar dungeons. No comment. What do you mean? That dungeon has already been cleared. Cleared? Ning Yifan froze. He pulled up the dungeon records and confirmed the status. Remarkable. Young man, what is your name? At the same time, Su Yuhao and his 2 companions exited the dungeon and appeared beside Li Chengfeng. Senior. Su Yuhao and the others hurried over. They glanced at Ning Yifan. Who is this? All 4 of you are here. Perfect. Seeing the whole party together, Ning Yifan's delight grew. I am Patrol Envoy Ning Yifan. I oversee this zone. Clearing a manifested dungeon earns you merit points. So fast, Li Chengfeng felt surprised. The dungeon had only spawned recently, yet the professional association had already located it and posted rewards. Manifested dungeons posed threats to human settlements, so clearing them granted merit. Precious treasures could often not be bought with money. Merit points were one of the few currencies that could acquire them, making them extremely valuable for professionals. It spawned close to the city, so our monitoring picked it up quickly. Ning Yifan explained. Envoy, we could not have cleared this without Li Chengfeng. We barely contributed at all. Su Yuhao looked somewhat embarrassed. Merit points were fixed per dungeon, but distributed according to each member's contribution. Their own contribution had been minimal. I see. Ning Yifan raised an eyebrow. We only helped break the 2 egg nests. Li Chengfeng defeated every single monster. Su Yuhao glanced at Li Chengfeng. Receiving no objection, he recounted the events briefly. Ning Yifan's eyes lit up more and more as he listened. Li Chengfeng's power must vastly exceed ordinary professionals of his level. He wondered exactly how strong he truly was. Do not underestimate your role in destroying the egg nests. That was vital work. If the 2 nests had not been shattered simultaneously, the matriarch monster would have gained 50% of every slain monster's stats. Stacked with hundreds of monsters, its power would have become unimaginable. Even Li Chengfeng would likely have been forced to retreat. I can file official proof of your dungeon completion right here. Your merit points will be credited to your accounts once the system processes the report. Ning Yifan said. All right. Li Chengfeng saw no reason to argue and displayed his identity credentials. 18 years old. Ning Yifan stared in shock. You are a 3rd-time awakener. Su Yuhao was equally dumbfounded. Multiple awakeners were supposed to have weaker innate talents, yet Li Chengfeng's talent was unquestionably at least S rank. A thought struck Su Yuhao. He had heard rumors of someone awakening an S-rank talent at the West City Awakening Square. Could that person be Li Chengfeng? Ning Yifan frowned. 3rd-time awakeners usually possessed poor talents. Could one truly be the core force behind clearing a manifested dungeon? Yet Su Yuhao and his companions showed no signs of lying. He set aside his questions and quickly submitted their information to the professional administration system. Ning Yifan looked up at them. Done. The report is filed. You will receive your merit after review. If that is all, I will take my leave. Li Chengfeng said. Wait a moment. What? Ning Yifan smiled. 6 manifested dungeons of level 6 or lower spawned outside the city today. Besides the one you cleared, 5 remain uncleared. 5 more. Li Chengfeng's eyes lit up. He hungered for more powerful skills. How far away are they? Can we make it in time? Su Yuhao grew excited. His newly unlocked S-rank talent filled him with confidence. Wang Yin and Lin Yi burned with anticipation too. What if they could clear another dungeon? The rewards could change ordinary professionals' fates. Ning Yifan grinned. That was exactly the reaction he had hoped for. I can take you there. Whether you arrive in time depends on your speed. Are you interested? Yes. Yes. Li Chengfeng and Su Yuhao spoke almost in unison. Wang Yin and Lin Yi knew their own strength was limited, yet the thought of such great rewards was tempting. Excellent. Ning Yifan laughed aloud and sprinted off. Follow me. Manifested dungeon. Deep inside an underground magma cavern. Lan, there are monsters ahead. They are rock-toting turtles. Their stats are incredibly high. How are we supposed to fight these? Name, rock-toting turtle, level 2, HP, 1000, strength, 50, description, slow-moving monsters with extremely high defense. They are sluggish. We can definitely kill them. Zhou Lan's eyes sparkled with excitement. She raised her staff and cast Blazing Fireball at one turtle. My skill hits for 340 damage. A few casts should finish it off. 170. A damage number floated slowly into view. Why so little? Zhou Lan's smile froze. It blocked more than half my damage. Everyone, attack together. Zhou Lan ordered her teammates. 135, 117, 98. Various kinds of damage exploded upon the stone-carrying turtle, its health plummeting visibly and soon dropping below 300. Right then, the ground began to shake. Zhou Lan followed the sound and looked over. From the wide bend ahead, one stone-carrying turtle after another crawled out. There were well over 100 of them in dense swarms. A dozen of these turtles had different coloration and somewhat larger bodies. Name, stone-carrying turtle, level 4, HP, 5000, strength, 100, skills, water arrow shot, shockwave, good heavens. There are so many of them. They even have skills. How are we supposed to fight this? There's no way we can get past. Everyone's faces turned pale. A single stone-carrying turtle had kept them busy for ages. If they got surrounded by this monster horde, death would be inevitable. This dungeon could not be cleared. Lanjia, let's retreat. Damn it. Zhou Lan's face turned livid. Staring at the steadily approaching monster swarm, she roared in frustration. Withdraw. Zhou Lan's coming out. Look, the dungeon hasn't been cleared. Zhou Lan has an A-rank talent and has mastered an A-rank skill. Several of her teammates are B-rank talents as well. Couldn't even their 10-person team make it through? Is it really that hard? You don't know what it's like inside. Hundreds of monsters with thousands of hit points swarming you. You simply cannot hold out. What do we do now? We have 20 minutes left before the dungeon counts as a failure. Better run. Zhou Lan's group was the strongest among all of us. If even they failed, we stand no chance. Watching Zhou Lan's party exit the dungeon, the students gathered by the entrance scattered. If they waited any longer, the monsters would manifest in thousand-fold numbers. Staying here would mean getting surrounded by monsters. Damn it. Fuming, Zhou Lan called for her hired escorts and prepared to leave. Then a figure she detested appeared at the dungeon portal, Li Chengfeng. What's he doing here? Zhou Lan halted, pointed at Li Chengfeng, and spoke to her hired fighters. Bring that guy over. I want to teach him a lesson. Miss, the inspectors are present. No fighting is permitted here. Zhou Lan. Several seconds passed. Zhou Lan smiled, her face full of disdain. Is that good-for-nothing actually trying to enter the manifestation dungeon? Ha, ridiculous. I'd love to see how fast he bails out. Near the stone-carrying turtle manifestation dungeon portal, Ning Yifan was chatting with his colleague Wang Tai. Ning Yifan, who were those people just now? Wang Tai asked curiously. Ning Yifan smiled and explained. I ran into them on patrol. They showed great interest in the manifestation dungeon, so I brought them here. What levels are they? 1 level 4, 3 level 3. It seems they want to take a look. I hope they know their limits and don't act recklessly. That might not be the case. What do you mean? They just cleared another manifestation dungeon. Just those few of them? Is that even possible? I was just as shocked at first, but that's the truth. That's exactly why I personally brought them here. Don't underestimate them. They're quite capable. Have you submitted their information? Anyone who clears a manifestation dungeon gets registered by the Empire. After undergoing covert evaluations, they will be recruited into the Dawn Project. Li Chengfeng stepped through the dungeon portal. A faint sense of weightlessness washed over him, and in the next instant he found himself inside a massive underground cavern. Glowing fluorite crystals dotted the cavern floor like scattered starlight, illuminating the dark space. Ding! Your party has entered the manifestation dungeon. Clear condition. Slay the giant stone-carrying turtle deep within the cavern within 60 minutes. Countdown, 18 minutes. Restrictions, below level 6, fewer than 10 party members. Each person may attempt 3 times only. Failure consequence. All monster types manifest 10,000-fold in random locations across the real world. Li Chengfeng quickly surveyed his surroundings. There was only one passage through the cavern, no branching paths. He advanced a short distance and spotted a turtle-like monster about 1 meter tall wandering ahead. Its shell resembled a warped stone tablet. Name, Stone-Carrying Turtle, Level 2, HP 1000, Strength 50, Description, slow-moving monster with high defense. Boss, let me take it on. Su Yuhao's talent had risen to S rank, and he could not wait to test his power. Hurry up, time is not on our side. Li Chengfeng paused and reminded him. Got it. Su Yuhao charged toward the stone-carrying turtle wielding his 8-spider spear. Sensing his approach, the turtle lumbered toward him, jaws open to bite. At that exact moment, Su Yuhao thrust his spear. Upon impact, crimson lightning burst forth from the spear, brimming with explosive destructive power. 150. Su Yuhao pulled back immediately, frowning. Only that much damage. His former C-rank talent boosted skill damage by 180%. Now his S-rank 5-element Divine Lightning talent boosted all attacks by 500%. His damage ought to hit 320. It's its defense, Li Chengfeng reminded him. Must be. Su Yuhao relaxed his frown, readjusted his stance, and attacked 4 more times. Each strike channeled lightning of a different hue with unique effects. Meanwhile, further down the passage, more and more stone-carrying turtles crawled out, forming a dense horde numbering well over 100. Seeing this, Li Chengfeng drew his blade and walked forward. Su Yuhao halted his assault, confused. Boss, the monster horde is coming. Li Chengfeng pointed with his sword. So many. Su Yuhao's expression shifted. These stone-carrying turtles were tough. They negated over 100 points of his damage and boasted huge health pools. Killing each one would cost precious time. I'll handle them. Li Chengfeng charged in, slashing at a stone-carrying turtle. 1300. The turtle shattered on the spot and collapsed lifeless. Incredible. Su Yuhao gasped in awe, then turned back to finish his own target. Once he defeated the turtle in front of him, he saw piles of stone-carrying turtle corpses all around Li Chengfeng's feet. Not a single monster remained standing. The horde had been completely wiped out. Stone-carrying turtle slain. EXP plus 3. Plundered 3 constitution points. Stone-carrying turtle slain. EXP plus 2. Plundered 2 strength points. Stone-carrying turtle slain. EXP plus 4. Plundered 5 constitution points. The sacrifice ability is working. A faint smile tugged at Li Chengfeng's lips as he pressed deeper into the cavern. Each plundered stat was minor, and the trigger probability was low. But the more monsters he killed, the more terrifying divine sacrifice became. Turning around a bend, they entered an open cavern where more than 20 level 4 stone-carrying turtles gathered. Each possessed 2 skills and over 5,000 hit points. Su Yuhao and his 2 companions formed a defensive line. Li Chengfeng charged straight into the monster pack. 8 Desert Flame Slash and Wind Trace cleared the field, and the battle was over in 10 seconds flat. Ding! Stone-carrying turtle slain. EXP plus 4. Plundered 2 constitution points. They kept advancing. More stone-carrying turtles kept spawning along the way. 10 minutes later, they reached an enormous grotto with a large pool of water at its center. All around the pool lay fist-sized stone-carrying turtle eggs. Many had already hatched, and baby turtles were crawling out of their shells. Ding! Stone-carrying turtle egg. Edible when cooked. Chance to grant stat points upon consumption. Great loot. Li Chengfeng's eyes lit up. Su Yuhao, help me gather these. Leave it to us, boss. We won't hold anything back. Su Yuhao patted his chest in assurance and set about collecting eggs with his companions. Every awakened possessed a 3 cubic meter spatial storage bag, more than enough room for these turtle eggs. Li Chengfeng circled the area and collected more than 100 eggs. Boss, here's everything we gathered. Su Yuhao and the other 2 laid the turtle eggs out before Li Chengfeng. Li Chengfeng did not count them and stowed them directly into his bag. Su Yuhao and his companions said nothing. Though they wanted some for themselves, they understood simply getting to share in a dungeon clear was tremendous good fortune. Asking for rewards would be presumptuous. Suddenly, a splash echoed from the water pool. A massive shadow rose from beneath the surface, and a giant stone turtle twice the size of ordinary stone-carrying turtles climbed onto land. Its shell glinted like forged metal. Name, Giant Stone-Carrying Turtle, Level 5, HP 50,000, Strength 200. Skills. Earth's Blessing, Water Arrow Barrage, Shockwave, Rapid Charge Description, Boss of the Stone-Carrying Turtles. Beware of its burst speed. 50,000 hit points. Su Yuhao's mouth twitched. Even if it stood still and let him attack non-stop, defeating it would take ages. On top of that, it wielded 4 deadly skills. Any single hit would mean death. Li Qingfeng was also somewhat surprised. He raised his sword and charged forward. The giant stone-carrying turtle shot forward like an arrow loosed from a bow. Wind Trace. Li Qingfeng blurred like a gale, evading the turtle. He delivered a horizontal slash, immediately following with 8 Desert Flame Slash. 16070. 48610. Boom. The giant stone-carrying turtle's health hit 0. It crashed heavily to the ground and slid more than 20 meters across the stone. Ding! Giant stone-carrying turtle slain. EXP plus 6. Plundered 5 constitution points. Ding! Your party has cleared the dungeon. All members receive plus 900 EXP. You have leveled up. All stats plus 2. Awarded 6 free stat points. This dungeon will vanish in 10 minutes. Li Qingfeng assigned his new points in a 411 distribution without hesitation. At the same time, 4 streams of light floated in mid-air before the 4 party members. 1 skill scroll and 3 pieces of equipment. Li Qingfeng examined the skill scroll. Earth Blessing B. Upon learning, plus 50 constitution. While feet touch ground, greatly boosts stamina and wound recovery speed by 200%. Wow! Li Qingfeng grabbed it without delay and learned it instantly. Ding! You have learned Earth Blessing. Unique talent Extraordinary Destiny activates. B rank Earth Blessing forcibly elevated to S rank. In an instant, all fatigue from repeatedly casting skills vanished. Endless power surged through his body. So powerful. Li Qingfeng rejoiced inwardly. His combat efficiency had skyrocketed. Class, Warrior level, 5 Strength, 27 2727 with buffs Constitution, 549 Spirit, 31 Talent. Extraordinary Destiny Unique. Monstrous Strength SSS, Divine Sacrifice SS, 8 Desert Flame /SS, Wind Trace S, Earth Blessing S, Equipment, Tang Sword plus 11 Strength. Inventory, 178 Stone-Carrying Turtle Eggs. My basic attack hits for 2,738. Li Qingfeng did the math and was stunned by his own damage. Other level 5 awakened, even with full stat investment, barely reached 42 attack damage. Less than 1/60th of his output. The gap was staggering. This dungeon run had brought tremendous gains. Turning his gaze away from his status panel, he noticed the light orbs before Su Yuhao and the others were still floating. He used his awakened scan ability to inspect them. 1 stone-carrying belt granting plus 22 constitution and 2 mage-oriented pieces of gear. I'll take the belt. Li Qingfeng equipped it directly. Awakened had 5 equipment slots. Helmet, chest armor, boots, belt, necklace. All gear could be visually concealed without affecting daily life. Weapons and rings occupied no fixed slots. Multiple rings could be worn, 1 per finger. Weapon damage depended entirely on which armament you used to launch attacks. Greatswords and other heavy weapons worked this way. Thank you, boss. Wang Yin and the other youth thanked him excitedly and donned their new equipment. Outside the dungeon portal, many students still lingered. It's been 2 minutes, and they haven't come out yet. At this pace, they should have killed their first stone-carrying turtle. They've probably run into the turtle horde by now. Definitely. If they couldn't even beat 1 turtle, they would have realized it was hopeless and retreated long ago. Wonder how long they can hold out. Listening to the chatter, Zhou Lan frowned. Time dragged on. 3 minutes. 5 minutes. The onlookers' murmurs shifted from curiosity to shock. 5 whole minutes inside the dungeon. Whoa, that's a long time. Who exactly are these people? How strong are they? Could they actually clear it? They just might pull it off. I've heard clearing a manifestation dungeon gives amazing rewards. I'm so jealous. The noisy comments grated on Zhou Lan's nerves. The thought of Li Qingfeng possibly clearing the dungeon stoked her burning anger. She shouted out loud, "Impossible! Impossible!" Everyone turned toward her in confusion. Li Qingfeng is nothing but a late, awakening failure. He cannot possibly clear this dungeon. A late awakener? Is that true? Absolutely. Zhou Lan said smugly. How strong can a third-time awakener be? There is 0 chance they clear it. Then why haven't they retreated after so long? That, Zhou Lan's smile froze. It's still impossible for him to clear it. Lan Jia, he has teammates, one of her companions whispered. A thought flashed across Zhou Lan's mind. Right, it's his teammates. They must be bearing almost all the burden. That's why they've lasted so long. That makes sense. Many bystanders nodded in agreement. I bet they'll be forced to withdraw soon. Dragging along such a useless burden makes clearing the dungeon far harder. Zhou Lan shook her head scornfully. Ning Yifan looked at Zhou Lan with meaningful eyes. You claim they cannot clear it. Naturally, Zhou Lan answered confidently. Ning Yifan said no more and waited quietly. 10 minutes passed. Bright light burst forth from the dungeon portal, drawing every gaze. Ding! Manifestation Dungeon, Giant Stone, Carrying Turtle has been cleared. This dungeon will disappear in 30 minutes. Every person present fell silent, eyes wide with disbelief. CLE cleared? Zhou Lan's eyes nearly bulged out of their sockets. Why? Why could that good for nothing clear it? Was it all thanks to powerful teammates? How did he even find teammates like that? How dare he? Zhou Lan's face turned ashen, overcome with rage. Didn't someone say it was impossible? What exactly is going on here? Obvious enough. His teammates carried him. Incredible. They cleared it, even dragging a dead weight along. Moments later, 4 figures stepped out of the portal, Li Chengfeng and his 3 companions. Ning Yifan moved instantly to stand before them and laughed. Excellent work. I'll file the report right away. Once reviewed, you will receive official merit points. Thanks. Li Chengfeng smiled. Just doing my duty. Ning Yifan's smile faded slightly. Unfortunately, all other levels 6 and below dungeons are either timed out or already cleared. It's growing late. Head back to the city soon. Understood. Li Chengfeng felt a twinge of regret. He oriented himself and set off toward town. Su Yuhao and the other 2 hurried after him. Straightening their backs under the envious stares of the crowd, they had only walked a short distance when Zhou Lan's group blocked their path. Hello, I'm Zhou Lan. A rank awakened. A charming smile spread across her pretty face. What are your names? Su Yuhao was caught off guard and happily gave his name. My team is short of members. I'd like to invite you 3 to join us. Really? Of course. Well, Su Yuhao and the other 2 glanced toward Li Chengfeng up ahead. They wanted to keep teaming up with him, though they worried he might think them too weak. Zhou Lan glanced at Li Chengfeng and wore a knowing smirk. Pay no mind to that useless man. He ought to be satisfied just getting 1 dungeon clear by tagging along. What did you say? Su Yuhao's brows drew tight. Useless man? Had he misheard? Wang Yin and Lin Ye's expressions hardened as well. Li Chengfeng is nothing more than garbage who only awakened on his 3rd try. He is dead. Wait on your team. Zhou Lan rambled on, completely oblivious to the 3 young men's darkening expressions. She also failed to notice Li Chengfeng halt his steps a short distance away. Shut up. Su Yuhao barked sharply. Zhou Lan fell silent, glaring. What is your problem? You insult Feng Ge. You are asking for trouble. Su Yuhao stated solemnly. Zhou Lan laughed as if she had heard a ridiculous joke. He only awakened late. Isn't he useless? Humph. You have no idea how powerful he is. What gives you the right to call him useless over and over? Su Yuhao looked at her as if she were foolish. I am an A-rank talent. Zhou Lan declared proudly. Su Yuhao stared blankly for 2 seconds. He had thought she possessed some extraordinary power, but she was only A-rank. That's all. Disdain showed on Su Yuhao's face. I don't know what grudge you hold against Li Chengfeng, but if I hear you call him useless one more time, do not blame me for being rude. Count me in too. Wang Yin stepped forward. And me, Lin Yi added. The 2 advanced, forcing Zhou Lan to stumble backward 2 paces. You. Zhou Lan's face darkened, fury burning in her eyes. You will regret this. You are the one who will regret it. You are blind. You know nothing. Su Yuhao, Wang Yin and Lin Yi strode coldly past Zhou Lan. Foolish brats. Keep clinging to that good for nothing. You will live to regret your choice. Zhou Lan's face turned pitch black. Spinning around, she spotted Li Chengfeng standing not far behind her. Rage boiled over. What are you staring at, you good for and slap. Zhou Lan went flying backward. Whoa, did I just see that? He slapped Zhou Lan flying. He shouldn't strike a woman like that. Are you kidding? She kept hurling insults right to his face. Why shouldn't he defend himself? Lan Jie. Zhou Lan's companions rushed over and helped her to her feet. Seeing the clear palm print across her cheek, they winced. Zhou Lan's hired fighters froze, their expressions turning ugly. If their employer got hurt, their payment would suffer. One of them lunged forward to grab Li Chengfeng. Halt. Ning Yifan appeared between them, staring coldly. What do you think you were doing? Trying to attack students right in front of us. The hired fighter's expression shifted. Inspector, this young man struck first. I saw what happened. Reacting harshly after repeated insults is understandable. Her loose tongue is what brought this on herself. Ning Yifan replied flatly. The onlookers were utterly astonished. Zhou Lan clutched her cheek in disbelief. He hit me. So what? I want him punished severely. No fighting is permitted here. Zhou Lan trembled all over with rage, yet she dared not fly into a temper. Inspectors were tasked with patrolling the safety of the outskirts. No matter which city they were in, their position was extremely important. Not someone like her, a mere student, could afford to offend. Talk if you want, but don't keep calling people useless. I get a stress response every time I hear that word, Li Chengfeng said in a faint tone. Just wait for my chance. I'll make you pay. Too ashamed to stay any longer, Zhou Lan turned and left with her companions. Seeing the conflict resolve, Ning Yifan looked at Li Chengfeng, at a loss whether to laugh or cry. You really have a short fuse. You didn't hesitate to strike out. There's old bad blood between us, Li Chengfeng explained. So that's how it is. Ning Yifan nodded in understanding. I'll stay out of your business. Let's head back to the city quickly. Thanks. Don't mention it. Li Chengfeng did not linger and walked straight away. Su Yuhao and the other two hurried after him. Big boss, just call me by my name. Then I'll call you Brother Feng. Brother Feng. Brother Feng. Fine. Li Chengfeng was older than them, so the title was reasonable. I'm heading back to town. You guys get on with your own things. Brother Feng, did you really get on the bad side of that girl back there? I slapped her a few times before. Whoa, she's good looking and you still hit her? Ahem. Well, she kept insulting you. She deserved it. Su Yuhao quickly corrected himself and condemned Zhou Lan instead. And she actually tried to recruit the three of us into her team. Dream on. Brother Feng, are we leveling up together tomorrow? Li Chengfeng shook his head. I'll level alone tomorrow. I need to get ready for the national aptitude exam the day after tomorrow. Got it. Call us anytime. We'll rush over the second we're free. Not pressing the matter, Su Yuhao and the other two exchanged contact information with him before heading home separately. Weiyang Garden Estate. Li Chengfeng's two-bedroom apartment had been bought by his mother when he was born. It was not large, but warm and cozy. The neighbors were decent, with no troublesome issues. Ding dong. Li Chengfeng glanced at his wrist-mounted panel. His merit points had arrived. He had earned a total of 2,000 merit points from the two manifested dungeons. Logging into the professional system and opening the merit store, he saw the sum was rather small. It was barely enough for AD rank skill, so equipment was his only real option. My skill slots are all full. I won't think about new skills before level 20. After a moment's thought, Li Chengfeng redeemed a Deadpool battle suit plus 10 strength, plus 20 constitution, and a rock solid ring plus 12 strength, plus 6 spirit. While waiting for delivery, he boiled 10 tortoise, rock turtle eggs. He gulped down the first one, no stat gain. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Ding. You have consumed a tortoise, rock turtle egg. Gained 2 strength points. Not bad. For newly awakened professionals, even a single stat point was incredibly precious. Items that boosted base stats could sell for as much as bronze grade gear. He kept eating. By the 9th egg, he gained another 1 strength point. I can't eat anymore. Li Chengfeng rubbed his full stomach and frowned at the 168 tortoise, rock turtle eggs left in his inventory. 10 eggs had already filled him up. How long would it take him to finish all of these? Shortly afterwards, delivery staff arrived with his equipment. After identity verification, he signed for the parcel and equipped everything right away. Profession, warrior level, 5 strength, 30 constitution, 549 spirit, 31 talent. Extraordinary destiny, unique skills, superhuman might SSS, sacrifice of the gods SS, 8. Waste blazing /SS, trace of the wind S, blessing of the earth S. Equipment, Tang blade plus 11 strength, stone turtle belt plus 22 constitution, Deadpool battle suit plus 10 strength, plus 20 constitution, rock, solid ring plus 12 strength, plus 6 spirit inventory, 168 tortoise. Rock turtle eggs his basic attack damage hit an astonishing 3,063. Good enough. Time for sleep. Satisfied, Li Chengfeng flopped down and fell asleep. Bang. Back home, Zhou Lan threw her staff onto the floor in fury. Xiaolan, who made you this angry? Zhou Wu picked up the staff and set it aside before stepping over to her, concerned. Tell me, and I'll send people to teach them a lesson. Who else? Zhou Lan snapped. Li Chengfeng. Zhou Wu's brows shot up in confusion. You're already level 6. How could he bully you? Weren't the people leveling with you supposed to back you up? How could they? An inspector was right there. Zhou Lan's resentment flared. I tried to deal with Li Chengfeng, but the inspector stopped me. Zhou Wu was thoroughly confused. Walk me through exactly what happened. Li Chengfeng also went into the tortoise, rock, turtle manifested dungeon. Somehow he got lucky and teamed up with some strong partners. The 4 of them actually cleared it. I only tried to recruit Su Yuhao and the others, and said Li Chengfeng was useless. Then he sneak attacked and slapped me. I tried to fight back, and the inspector stepped in to keep order. Hostility flashed in Zhou Wu's eyes. That insolent brat. Next time we meet, I'll make him pay. Zhou Lan touched her aching cheek. Why does he get all the luck? Did you manage to recruit those three? Zhou Wu asked. No. They insist on sticking with Li Chengfeng. Zhou Wu pondered for a moment, sounding confident. Don't worry. Su Yuhao and his friends are young and impulsive. They have no idea how tough leveling will become later on. They can stick with Li Chengfeng once or twice, but sooner or later they'll realize what a bad idea it is to drag along someone useless. Time will drive them apart. Once that happens and you invite them again, they won't turn you down. Zhou Lan thought that made perfect sense. When Su Yuhao and the others regretted their choice, she would extend her offer once more, and they would definitely accept. Enough about that. Look what I've got for you. Zhou Wu pulled a glowing book from inside his robe, looking mysterious. A skill book. Zhou Lan's eyes lit up as she eagerly took it. It's A rank fire dragon art. With this, my damage will jump to a whole new level. I already have 3 A rank skills and 1 B rank skill. Getting into one of the Empire's top 10 elite schools is a sure thing. What could that useless boy possibly have to compete with me? Zhou Wu frowned slightly, his tone serious. You shouldn't even compare yourself to Li Chengfeng. He is a toad crawling in the mud, while you are a phoenix soaring high in the sky. Set your sights on S rank geniuses. Those are the people you ought to surpass. Zhou Lan nodded firmly. He isn't worthy of comparison. Someday he won't even deserve to stand in my presence. I'm glad you understand. Zhou Wu smiled. By the way, what news about that S-rank genius who awakened in the West District? Nothing yet. Hurry and track them down before someone else snares them first. I know. Zhou Wu wanted to find that person too, but according to his sources, the genius had left the Awakening Square right after unlocking their talent, slipped away from the crowd, and vanished. No one had gotten a good look at them. The next day, Li Chengfeng ate 10 more tortoise, rock turtle eggs for breakfast and gained 3 constitution points. He bought some monster, luring incense and headed out of the city early. He picked a direction and pressed forward, slaying monsters as he went. He crossed the level 15 monster zone and arrived in the territory of level 20 monsters. Name: Snake. Lion. Level 20. HP 10200. Strength 200. Skills: Bite, Pounce, Berserk, Deadly Venom. Description: Snake. Headed, lion, bodied ferocious beasts that carry lethal poison. That's all you've got? Li Chengfeng activated Trace of the Wind. Before the snake, lion could react, he flashed to its flank and swung his blade, dealing 30,630 damage and severing its head in one blow. Ding! You have slain a snake, lion. Experience plus 28. Glancing at the corpse, Li Chengfeng moved on. I need to find a pack of these things. Unless deliberately collected, all monster corpses sank underground and vanished after 1 hour, so there was no risk of environmental pollution. Snake, lion bodies yielded harvestable materials, but Li Chengfeng saw no point in wasting time gathering them right now. Once his level rose high enough, wealth would follow naturally. Killing for experience was his top priority. To boost efficiency, he actively sought out monsters, made loud commotions, and scattered luring incense to draw more beasts toward him. All nearby monsters were level 20 or lower. His plan worked. Hordes of monsters swarmed toward him and turned into experience points. His experience bar climbed rapidly. 1 hour later, Li Chengfeng discovered a valley teeming with snake, lions. As he prepared to enter, he spotted several people standing at the valley mouth. For high-tier professionals escorting a female student, clearly power, leveling her. Level 5. What did you say, Uncle Zhao? Zhao Xinyue turned toward the middle-aged man. Miss, that young man is only level 5, Zhao Gang replied. Zhao Xinyue's eyes widened in shock. Level 5, and he's come this deep? Is he suicidal? Is there a high-tier professional protecting him? Zhao Gang scanned the surroundings. No one else is around. Is he running for his life, fleeing monsters, and stumbling into here by accident? Zhao Xinyue knitted her fine brows. That is possible, Zhao Gang agreed. Seeing Li Chengfeng walk toward the valley entrance, Zhao Xinyue called out. Student, there are over 1,000 snake, lions inside, all level 20. You can't go in there. Li Chengfeng paused and looked over at her. I'm here to level up. Level up? Zhao Xinyue raised an eyebrow in disbelief. She herself was a level 7S, rank professional, and dared not venture here alone. How could a level 5 youth charge straight into a den of thousands of powerful beasts? What? Is this place reserved? Am I not allowed entry? No. Zhao Xinyue shook her head and warned again. You're only level 5. Going in alone will probably. Thanks for the warning. I know what I'm doing. Li Qingfeng stepped into the valley. Since it was not a reserved zone, there was nothing stopping him. He won't listen to reason, Zhao Xinyue huffed. Uncle Zhao, let's go in quickly. We'll step in to help if he gets into trouble. Zhao Gang nodded. Inside the valley, Li Qingfeng saw dense swarms of snake, lions stretching from one end to the other. He wondered where they even found enough food to survive. Roar! Spotting the intruder, countless snake, lions howled and lunged toward him. Li Qingfeng's constitution stat exceeded 500. His movement speed outmatched the snake, lions, so none of their attacks landed. He unleashed 8, waist blazing slash. 127,590. 127,590. 127,590. Uncle Zhao, is he really level 5? Zhao Xinyue stared at Zhao Gang, utterly confused. How can this be? Shock surged through Zhao Gang. As a first-turn professional, he could read the levels of lower-tier professionals. Li Qingfeng was undeniably level 5, yet that damage defied all common sense. Even a level 5 warrior who poured every point into strength would only reach roughly 42 base strength. Even top-tier bronze gear focused purely on strength could add, at most, 150 more points. What kind of talent and skill multiplier could allow someone to instantly slay dozens of beasts with over 10,000 HP? Not only Zhao Xinyue, but even first-turn professional Zhao Gang could barely process what they were witnessing. That output shattered everything they knew about combat mechanics. Li Qingfeng's talent and skill damage amplification had to be at least 6,700%. Hiss! Zhao Xinyue did the quick math and was stunned by that terrifying multiplier. Her own S-rank talent granted 1,000% amplification. Combined with her S-rank skill, her total multiplier only hit 2,000%, nowhere close to Li Qingfeng's. What caliber of genius was this? Curiosity flickered in Zhao Xinyue's gaze. It would be invaluable to get to know someone like him, ideally as an ally. Could he be wearing gear that disguises his true level? One of Zhao Gang's companions suggested. It is not impossible, though such items are extremely rare. Since he is holding his own, we won't interfere. Let's go level somewhere else, Zhao Gang said. Li Qingfeng's rampage had roused the entire snake lion horde. This valley was no longer suitable for their power leveling. Not quite yet. Let's go speak with him, Zhao Xinyue said. Zhao Gang blinked. Miss, do you still believe he's genuinely level 5? Whether he is or isn't, there's no harm in introducing ourselves. Zhao Xinyue smiled. I happen to know a dungeon instance accessible only to those below level 10. We can use it to test his true capabilities. Zhao Gang and the other men's eyes lit up. If Li Qingfeng could enter and perform inside that dungeon, then he truly was level 5. His talent would rank at least SS grade. He would become a towering pillar of humanity in the future. Ding! You have slain a snake lion. Experience plus 28. Sacrificed and gained 5 strength points. You have slain a snake lion. Experience plus 28. Sacrificed and gained 3 spirit points. You have slain a snake lion. Experience plus 28. Sacrificed and gained 2 constitution points. You have slain a snake lion. Experience plus 28. Sacrificed and gained 2 strength points. Cold system notifications kept popping up. His experience soared like a rocket, and stat plunders from Sacrifice of the Gods flooded his interface. Tiredness. What was the point of Blessing of the Earth if it did not negate that? His stamina recovery was boosted tenfold. Where charging 8 waist blazing slash once took 10 seconds, he could unleash it every single second now. Half an hour later, most snake lions in the valley lay dead. 10 more minutes passed, and the valley was completely cleared. Snake lion blood pooled across the ground. Ding! You have risen to level 6. All base stats plus 2. Awarded 6 free stat points. Li Qingfeng immediately assigned his free points in a 4-1-1 distribution. Profession, warrior level, 6 strength, 82 amplified to 82 constitution, 572 spirit, 55 talent. Extraordinary destiny, unique skills, superhuman might SSS, sacrifice of the gods SS, 8 waist blazing slash SS, trace of the wind S, blessing of the earth S. A faint smile tugged at Li Qingfeng's lips. Up to this moment, Sacrifice of the Gods had granted him a total of 81 extra stat points, equivalent to all the stats gained from leveling 6 full times. Truly overpowered. He began to search the battlefield for drops. Bright treasure glows were easy to spot. He soon picked up one item. Golden Lion Blade. Name: Golden Lion Blade Bronze Restriction. Warrior, level 15 required strength, plus 32 constitution, plus 15. Can't equip this yet. Li Qingfeng stowed it in his inventory and kept searching. He soon found a second drop, a bronze-grade staff, also requiring level 15. The third was plain white-grade junk, which he tossed carelessly into his bag without reading its stats. As he hunted for more loot, he noticed Zhao Xinyue and her group walking toward him. Here for my drops? The thought crossed Li Chengfeng's mind, but he quickly dismissed it. People wealthy enough to hire professional escorts would not stoop to fighting over ordinary bronze-grade equipment. He kept gathering drops without acknowledging them. Hello there, classmate. Zhao Xinyue walked over with a warm smile. Li Chengfeng hummed. What do you want? My name is Zhao Xinyue. I go to number 1 high school. What's your name? What is this about? I just watched you fight the snake lions. You one-shot them so effortlessly. There can't be many people your level as strong as you. Li Chengfeng frowned. I'm trying to keep leveling. Zhao Xinyue's smile stiffened. She was well known as a school beauty, tall and fair-skinned. Yet Li Chengfeng was acting annoyed by her presence. Seeing Li Chengfeng turn to leave, she hurried to speak. I know of a manifested dungeon. I couldn't clear it on my own, and I was hoping you would join me. Li Chengfeng stopped and glanced back. What kind of dungeon is it? It's a timed Blood Wolf King dungeon. Only professionals below level may 10th enter. No one has ever beaten it. Are you interested? Very interested. Really? Excitement flashed across Zhao Xinyue's face. That confirmed he was genuinely low level, not using disguise gear. Is it far? Li Chengfeng asked. Not really. When do we go? Right now. All right. Li Chengfeng quickly collected the remaining drops and asked for details about the dungeon. We've talked for a while, and I still don't know your name, Zhao Xinyue said. Li Chengfeng. Are you taking this year's professional aptitude exam? Sort of. Zhao Xinyue. Either yes or no. What did sort of even mean? Realizing Li Chengfeng disliked idle chatter, she cut the small talk short. I'll send you a team invite. Please accept. Okay. Li Chengfeng mentally approved the request. The group set off at a quick pace. Zhao Gang and his companions cleared any monsters along the path, so they met no resistance. Eventually, they reached a dense stretch of jungle. Deep within the trees stood a 2-meter-tall glowing portal, half hidden by surrounding foliage. One person was already standing there studying the dungeon entrance. It was an acquaintance, Ning Yifan. Huh? Li Chengfeng. Ning Yifan turned at the noise, surprised. Fancy meeting you here. What a coincidence. Inspector Ning, Li Chengfeng nodded in greeting. And you are? Ning Yifan glanced at Zhao Xinyue, her features seeming faintly familiar. I'm Zhao Xinyue. We're here to attempt the dungeon, Zhao Xinyue answered. Ning Yifan frowned. Do you even understand what you're walking into? I went inside once before, but I couldn't make progress, so I backed out. I see. Ning Yifan understood. She had found Li Chengfeng to bolster her party for another attempt. Go on in, then. Prioritize safety. With that warning, he stepped aside. Li Chengfeng walked up to the portal and read its system prompt. Name, Manifested Dungeon Clear Condition. Defeat the Blood Demon Wolf King within 100 minutes. 30-minute countdown already started. Restriction, level below 11. Each challenger may attempt this dungeon at most twice. Clear consequence. Converts into a permanent regular dungeon, remaining active for 30 days. Failure consequence. All dungeon monsters spawn in 10,000-fold numbers and manifest randomly across the real world. Once cleared, it becomes a regular dungeon. Li Chengfeng's eyes flickered. Regular dungeons granted greatly reduced rewards, but their difficulty dropped, making them accessible for average professionals. Ding. Your party leader Zhao Xinyue invites you to enter the dungeon. Accept? Accept. The world shifted in an instant. Li Chengfeng found himself standing outside a valley, facing hundreds upon hundreds of black blood wolves. A dozen wolves were noticeably larger than the rest. Dominating the center of the pack lay a massive, slumbering wolf. It stood over 3 meters tall, its fur dark crimson, oozing eerie blood-red aura. Its limbs were gnarled like dead tree roots. Its jaws parted to reveal horrifying fangs. Dripping saliva burned black craters wherever it hit the ground. For nearly 2-meter-tall black blood wolves guarded its sides. Name, Blood Demon Wolf King, ruler of the Blood Wolf Pack, level 10 HP, 50,000 strength, 300 skills, devouring bite, rending claw strikes fast enough to tear apart air, wind blade high-speed projectile capable of slicing metal, demon blood surge double strength, conjures a blood chi shield, and triples movement speed. Whoa! Li Chengfeng was slightly shocked. An ordinary blood wolf only had 5,000 HP, yet the Blood Demon Wolf King's HP shot up to 50,000, and it possessed multiple powerful skills. With more than 400 wolves gathered around it, how were other professionals ever supposed to clear this dungeon? Li Chengfeng, how should I coordinate with you? Over 1,000 serpent lions had been wiped out effortlessly by Li Chengfeng. so this pack of blood wolves would surely pose little threat. The only real challenge was the Blood Demon Wolf King. It wielded a shield, dealt burst damage, and could launch long-range attacks. Despite its massive frame, it moved with astonishing speed. Do whatever you want. Li Chengfeng gripped his Tang blade and stepped into the valley. The blood wolves patrolling the entrance froze at once, all turning their heads toward him before letting out a piercing howl. The moment the sound rang out, every blood wolf within the valley turned toward the entrance. The slumbering Blood Demon Wolf King was awakened and slowly rose to its feet. It let out a low growl upon spotting Li Chengfeng and Zhao Xinyue. 4 black blood wolf guards at the entrance lunged straight for Li Chengfeng, aiming for his neck, legs, and torso, hoping to tear him apart instantly. Li Chengfeng's constitution exceeded 570, drastically boosting his physical agility. He was far faster than the black blood wolves, who could not land a single hit on him. -8,315. Normal attack. 1 black blood wolf let out a shriek and collapsed to the ground. The other 3 could not withstand a single regular strike either, and Li Chengfeng cut them down in the blink of an eye. At that moment, swarms of black blood wolves charged forward, fighting without fear of death. Zhao Xinyue spotted a black blood wolf rushing toward her. She waved her staff, sending a beam hurtling into the monster. -1800. After landing the hit, Zhao Xinyue quickly put some distance between herself and the wolf, continuing to unleash attacks. She needed 3 consecutive skills to bring it down. When she stole a glance at Li Chengfeng, she saw the ground carpeted with black blood wolf corpses, mangled bodies scattered everywhere. A pungent stench of charred flesh hung thick in the air. Blazing slash strikes over 10 meters long rained down endlessly on the monster horde. Black blood wolves were sliced to pieces, clearing wide patches amid the pack. The number of wolves dwindled visibly before her eyes. How is he not exhausted at all? Zhao Xinyue stared in utter disbelief. Every skill a warrior used drained stamina. How could Li Chengfeng cast skills non-stop without growing weary? She had only managed to kill 1 black blood wolf, while Li Chengfeng had already slain over 100. Was she really a fake S-rank genius? Ding. You have slain a black blood wolf. Experience +10. 2 points of strength plundered. You have slain a black blood wolf. Experience +10. 1 point of spirit plundered. You have slain a black blood wolf. Experience +10. 1 point of constitution plundered. Li Chengfeng rejoiced inwardly. Mass monster farming was truly satisfying. Experience climbed rapidly, and his attributes rose steadily as well. When half the black blood wolves had fallen, the Blood Demon Wolf King could hold back no longer. It opened its jaws and spewed a cyan wind blade. The sharp edge sliced through the air, speeding toward its target. Li Chengfeng had anticipated the attack and dodged the wind blade easily, advancing straight toward the Blood Demon Wolf King. Missing its strike, the Blood Demon Wolf King fired off 2 more wind blades. None managed to injure Li Chengfeng, who was already closing in. And though the Blood Demon Wolf King let out a fierce howl. Crimson light engulfed its body, forming a blood energy barrier. 8 wasteland flame slash. Boom. The blood energy barrier shattered instantly. A terrifying flaming slash crashed down upon the Blood Demon Wolf King, cutting it into 4 chunks. Its body parts scattered across the ground amid spreading pools of blood. He one-shot it. Zhao Xinyue was completely stunned. One-shotting serpent lions with tens of thousands of HP was one thing, but he had instantly defeated the Blood Demon Wolf King with 50,000 HP as well. Just how massive was his damage output? Ding. You have slain the Blood Demon Wolf King. Experience +20. Divine Sacrifice activated. 10 points of strength plundered. Your party has cleared the Blood Demon Wolf King dungeon. Notice, the dungeon will transform into a regular dungeon in 10 minutes. All party members gain experience +2000. You have reached level 7. All attributes +2. You receive 6 free attribute points. Nice, loot dropped. Li Chengfeng felt a surge of excitement. This was no easy feat. Name: Blood Wolf Longsword Bronze requirements. Warrior, level 5 strength, +25 constitution, +10. Perfect. Li Chengfeng stored his Tang blade inside his backpack immediately. He then glanced at the remaining black blood wolves and paused. Every last one of them dissolved into light and vanished. I probably should have saved the Wolf King for last. Li Chengfeng muttered to himself, then looked at the floating light cluster before him. A skill book. Conserve energy C rank. Upon learning this skill, accumulate 10 temporary attribute points every hour capped at 300. You may assign these points to any attribute at any time. Effects last 1 hour. Points must be reaccumulated after use. A glint flashed in Li Chengfeng's eyes. How powerful would this skill become if upgraded above S rank? What a pity. Li Chengfeng stored the skill book in his backpack regretfully. Professionals only had 5 skill slots before the first promotion, and he had already learned 5 skills. An additional slot would unlock after promotion. There was another method besides waiting for promotion, using the Rainbow Stone. A single Rainbow Stone unlocked 1 extra skill slot. Yet Rainbow Stones were extremely rare treasures, practically impossible to purchase on the open market. He would have to rely on luck, searching for dungeons capable of dropping Rainbow Stones. But the dungeons that could yield such treasures were never accessible to ordinary people. Major factions, powerful clans, and academies seized control of them all, never letting outsiders enter. After allocating his attribute points, Li Chengfeng turned toward Zhao Xinyue. Her reward was an accessory that boosted spirit as its primary stat. It seemed superior to the piece she currently wore, and she equipped it right away. "Thank you for your help today," Zhao Xinyue said gratefully. Li Chengfeng nodded. "I'm heading out if there's nothing else. Let's exit." As Zhao Xinyue finished speaking, her figure faded and disappeared. Seeing this, Li Chengfeng also chose to leave the dungeon. "You're out already?" Ning Yifan looked surprised and instinctively checked the dungeon information. So quickly, shock washed over Ning Yifan, followed by a grin. "Congratulations on clearing another manifested dungeon. I will submit this information promptly." "Thanks." Li Chengfeng thanked him and turned to look at the dungeon portal. Dungeon name, Blood Demon Wolf King. Duration, 30 days. Restrictions, level below 11 exclusive. Maximum 3 attempts per person daily. Modes, easy, hard, hell abyss. Only 3 attempts. Li Chengfeng had planned to use this dungeon for leveling, but the attempt limit was restrictive. "Inspector Ning, are there any other manifested dungeons nearby? Any other leveling dungeons will do. There are no more manifested dungeons in this area. As for other leveling dungeons, they require a minimum level of 10. You cannot enter them yet." Ning Yifan replied. Left with no other choice, Li Chengfeng left the party and walked back to the dungeon portal. "Ding. Please select difficulty." "I choose, Li Chengfeng. Are you going into level?" Zhao Xinyue asked. "Yes. We can team up. Our combined experience bonus will reach 120%. Li Chengfeng shot her a glance. Her intentions were glaringly obvious. Partying granted experience bonuses. More party members increased the bonus, while larger level gaps reduced it. The extra 20% bonus from teaming with Zhao Xinyue was practically worthless to him. He had no need for Zhao Xinyue to draw aggro, contain monsters, or provide supporting fire. He could clear the dungeon far faster alone and gain more experience overall. No need. Li Chengfeng shook his head. "I select held difficulty." Zhao Xinyue's expression stiffened. She had just been turned down. She watched Li Chengfeng step into the dungeon before regaining her composure and grumbling glumly. "Right. He can clear it rapidly on his own." Zhao Xinyue pulled out her wrist device and made a call after a moment's thought. She planned to gather allies to run the dungeon together. In front of the valley, Li Chengfeng stared ahead at the dense pack of black blood wolves. Their numbers were identical to his first run, with the Blood Demon Wolf King surrounded by the pack in the center. Name, Black Blood Wolf. Level, 10. HP, 5000 by 8. Strength, 128 by 2. The monster's HP multiplied by 8. Strength doubled? Li Chengfeng raised an eyebrow. If Zhao Xinyue came here, she would need to cast over 20 powerful skills just to kill one black blood wolf. That would take several minutes at minimum. Hundreds charging at once would likely drive her out in terror. Let me check the Blood Demon Wolf King. Level, 10 HP, 5000 by 16 strength, 128 by 3 skills, Feral Devouring Bite, omitted. Wow, 80,000 HP. Li Chengfeng sighed in admiration, drawing his Blood Wolf longsword and charging forward. 8 Wasteland Flame Slash. 8 Wasteland Flame Slash. 8 Wasteland Flame Slash. Ding. You have slain a black blood wolf. Experience plus 30. 2 points of strength plundered. You have slain a black blood wolf. Experience plus 30. 1 point of spirit plundered. You have slain a black blood wolf. Experience plus 30. 1 point of constitution plundered. Black blood wolves perished in droves. Enraged, the Blood Demon Wolf King led the pack to attack, yet all its subordinates merely marched to their deaths, unable to land a single blow on Li Chengfeng. This time, Li Chengfeng did not rush to kill the Wolf King. He cleared as many minor wolves as possible before finishing the Blood Demon Wolf King off with a single strike. Ding. You have cleared the Blood Demon Wolf King dungeon. Experience reward plus 6,000. Excellent. Li Chengfeng laughed loudly and walked over to the Wolf King's loot, picking it up. Name, Blood Wolf Battle Garment Bronze Requirements. Warrior, level 5 strength, plus 12 constitution, plus 28. More loot dropped? Not bad at all. Li Qingfeng equipped the Blood Wolf battle garment silently, picked up another unsuitable drop, and stored it in his backpack, then exited the dungeon. Ning Yifan and Zhao Xinyue were nowhere to be seen. He entered the dungeon once more. Warning. You have selected Abyss difficulty. Confirm entry? Confirm. Li Qingfeng stepped into the valley again. Name, Black Blood Wolf HP, 75000, 5000 times 15 strength, 128 by 5. The minor monster's HP surged 15-fold, strength quintupled. Their stats are comparable to the Hell difficulty boss. Li Qingfeng was surprised. Thankfully, they are still within my one-shot range. Now the Wolf King. 150,000 HP. Incredible. Even if Zhao Xinyue attacked non-stop without interruption, defeating it would take ages. No big problem. Li Qingfeng charged into the valley, sweeping through enemies with 8 Wasteland Flame Slash. Experience from each Blood Wolf rose from 10 points to 50 points. His clear time remained roughly the same as before. Upon clearing, he received 10,000 experience and leveled up to level 8. He also obtained a bronze Tier Wolf King belt strength plus 5, constitution plus 35. After distributing attribute points, he equipped the belt. Keep going. 10 minutes later, the Blood Demon Wolf King let out a wail and collapsed, dropping a pair of boots. Name, Blood Wolf Boots requirements. Warrior, level 5 strength, plus 10 constitution, plus 30. Li Qingfeng equipped them without hesitation and exited the dungeon. Finding no one nearby, he headed toward the level 20 monster zone to continue leveling. When hunger struck, he ate steamed tortoise rock eggs. He hunted until sunset, until another level up notification chimed. Ding! You have reached level 9. All attributes plus 2. You receive 6 free attribute points. Finally leveled up. Allocate points following the 4:1:1 ratio. Class, Warrior level, 9 strength, 210 21,210 after amplification constitution, 651 spirit, 144. Talent, Extraordinary Destiny unique skills, Berserk Power SSS, Divine Sacrifice SS, 8 Wasteland Flame /SS, Wind Trace S, Earth's Blessing S. Equipment, Blood Wolf Longsword Strength plus 25, Constitution plus 10, Blood Wolf Battle Garment Strength plus 12, Constitution plus 28, Blood Wolf Belt Strength plus 5, Constitution plus 35, Blood Wolf Boots Strength plus 10, Constitution plus 30, Rock Ring Strength plus 12, Spirit plus 6. So powerful. Li Qingfeng's blood surged as he stared at his outstanding stats panel. Beyond the attributes gained from leveling, Divine Sacrifice had plundered countless stats for him. His spirit broke past 100, and Constitution surpassed 600 points. With the 100-fold amplification, his strength reached an astonishing 21,210. A fully built level 9 professional could reach at most 74 points of strength, while a level 20 capped out at roughly 162 points. A single normal strike from him equaled the full, powered attack of a peer. The gap between them was unimaginably vast. It's time to head back. Li Qingfeng took a deep breath. After returning to the city, he first visited the professionals' tower and sold all obsolete and newly acquired equipment, earning a total of 750,000 credits. It was a decent sum, yet trivial compared to his previous billion. He logged onto the professional network afterward, hoping to search for high-quality skills with strong mechanics. Only a small selection remained, and all passive skills had already been snapped up. I don't need to learn new skills urgently. My damage output is sufficient for now. As for recovery options, Li Qingfeng shifted his attention toward recovery scrolls, potions, and other restorative items. The next day, Li Qingfeng got up early, fried more than a dozen tortoise rock eggs for breakfast, then traveled to number 9 middle school following the message sent by the professionals' tower. The Great Xia Empire contained 108 mega-shelter cities, divided into 5 regions: East, South, West, North, and Central. Under each megacity's jurisdiction sat another 710 small shelter cities. The total population exceeded 1 trillion, with over 100 million examinees sitting the professional examination each year. Yongchuan City was one of the smaller shelter cities. Around 3 million students registered for the exam annually, split across 10 schools to take the test. Professionals who awakened their powers for the second or third time returned to their original schools to participate. Just like the national examinations of past generations, temporary traffic control was enforced around the school. Senior professionals patrolled continuously to guarantee the safety of all examinees. After verifying his identity, Li Qingfeng entered the open air playground of number 9 middle school and found his assigned seat within the examination zone. 30 massive dungeon teleportation arrays were arranged across the huge circular playground. Each array was guarded by exam invigilators, waiting for the exam start signal to lift the seals. 108 enormous screens hung suspended above the playground, facing the spectator stands. No matter where audience members sat, they could view all information clearly without straining. At the moment, the screens displayed the countdown to the professional exam. School leaders were seated on the podium, while parents filled the spectator stands. The playground was packed with people, buzzing with noise and excitement. When only 30 minutes remained on the countdown, all giant screens went dark briefly before lighting up again. Yang Fan, principal of number 9 middle school, appeared on screen. After a short opening speech, Yang Fan got straight to the point. Everyone, as usual, all examinee levels across our city will be announced before candidates enter their testing dungeons. The names of the top 20 examinees will soon be displayed on the large screens across all 10 schools. You may now check the level rankings independently. Hearing this, Li Chengfeng opened his wrist device, logged into the Yongchuan Professional Network, and entered his ID code to search. A notification popped up instantly. Rank 1. Wait, it's me. Li Chengfeng was stunned for a second. Out of more than 3 million examinees in Yongchuan, he claimed first place? What about those students who received power, leveling support from major factions? How could their levels be lower than his? He opened the leaderboard. Occupying the top position was none other than Li Chengfeng. This is unexpected. Mages generally cleared monsters faster. Wealthy and influential families could hire power, leveling teams to speed up experience gains, yet their students still lagged behind him. The second place. Li Chengfeng spotted a familiar name, Zhao Xinyue. He wondered if it was the same person. Scrolling further down, he found another familiar name at rank 20, Su Yuhao level 8. Look, rank 21 is Zhou Lan. A playful smile tugged at Li Chengfeng's lips. He was curious how the woman would react seeing this ranking, pushed just outside the top 20 displayed on the screens. Number 2 Yongchuan Middle School. Lan Jia, what's your rank? Did you make the top 20? I'm confident I did. Zhou Lan quickly input her identity code. A message popped up, rank 21. What? Zhou Lan froze on the spot, unable to believe her eyes. How is this possible? I leveled non-stop. Why didn't I break into the top 20? Securing a spot on the screen meant fame and admiration from countless onlookers. Yet she was stuck at rank 21. Everyone would only notice the top 20. No one would spare a glance for 21st place. Wow. Yuhao Gu, you're rank 20. You're the 20th ranked examinee in all Yongchuan. Just luck, pure luck. Wait a minute. You're Su Yuhao at rank 20. That's right. Everyone come quick. We found a top-tier expert. Where? Where? Senior, do you need a teammate to follow you? A crowd immediately gathered around Su Yuhao, looking at him eagerly. The commotion irritated Zhou Lan. She turned toward the noise, and her expression hardened. It was the familiar figure from the other day, the man who had told her to quiet down. He had finished directly ahead of her, pushing her out of the top 20. Su Yuhao, huh? Zhou Lan pulled up the ranking list with a dark expression. Rank 1, Li Chengfeng. What? Zhou Lan's voice rose sharply. Impossible. Lan Jia, what's wrong? Her friends leaned in to check. Their jaws dropped the moment they saw the name. Hadn't Zhou Lan claimed this man was a useless late third awakener? How can it be him? There must be a mistake. Zhou Lan's face turned stormy. She could not accept Li Chengfeng holding first place. Lan Jia, could it be someone with the exact same name? The leaderboard only displayed names and levels, with no further personal information. The same name. Zhou Lan's eyes lit up. You're right. It has to be someone sharing his name. There is no way that useless man is the one. Her panic faded as she clung to that thought. Yuhao Gu, look. The top is Li Chengfeng. Definitely a powerhouse. I see. I believe so too. Su Yuhao nodded quietly. He had witnessed Li Chengfeng's incredible monster, clearing speed. He never doubted Li Chengfeng could enter the top 20. Up in the spectator stands, numerous clan elders sat together, including Zhou Wu. Zhou Wu, I heard your daughter awakened in A rank talent and learned 2 A rank skills. How high has she leveled these past 2 days? A broad smile spread across Zhou Wu's face. She has reached level 8. Level 8. Like father, like daughter. My boy only just hit level 7. It's so frustrating. I recall the highest level in Yongchuan last year was level 8, with rank 20 sitting at level 7. It looks like your daughter has a solid shot at the top 20. Zhou Wu's grin widened as he listened to the other clan leaders. A spot in the top 20 is assured. Look, the big screens are scrolling to reveal the top 20 rankings now. Zhou Wu and the others leaned forward, staring intently. Rank 20, Su Yuhao, level 8. Names scrolled downward until they reached the bottom of the screen. Then rank 19 appeared above Su Yuhao. Su Xiling, level 8. Rank 18, Ma Minglai, level 8. Rank 17, Han Yu, level 8. We're already at rank 16, and Zhou Lan still hasn't shown up? One clan elder spoke with a hint of curiosity, smiling. Zhou Wu, could it be your daughter failed to make the top 20? Zhou Wu frowned, speaking firmly. No need to be hasty. Zhou Lan is definitely inside the top 20. Just keep watching. Rank 15, Lu Qing. Rank 14, Rank 10, Sun Junlong. Zhou Wu, your daughter's name still hasn't come up? Have no fear. She must have broken into the top 10. Far from looking worried, Zhou Wu was brimming with excitement. My girl has really brought honor to our family. Congratulations. Congratulations indeed. Once the examinations finish, you have to treat us to a feast. I'd be disappointed if you all don't come. There's no way we'd miss it. Everyone crowded around Zhou Wu, their tones warm and deferential. Names continued to scroll across the giant screen. Rank 9 was not Zhou Lan. Rank 8 was not her. Rank 7, Rank 6, Rank 5, Rank 4, none were Zhou Lan. Zhou Wu, your daughter must have made it into the top 3. This outcome surprises even me. Zhou Wu grinned widely. She's given me a massive surprise. After the college entrance examination, I'll host a banquet. Everyone must attend. You said it. Don't go back on your word. Naturally. Look, third place is up. Rank 3, Lin Yuan, level 9. Laughter died away in an instant. Zhou Wu's smile froze awkwardly on his face. All the elders who had just been currying favor with him felt an acute sense of embarrassment. Broken into the top 3? She didn't even make the top 20, yet he'd been boasting so confidently. How can this be? Zhou Wu's face flushed then paled in turns. How could she fail to enter the top 20? Zhou Wu, could your daughter not be level 8 but level 9? Did she deliberately understate her strength to shock everyone later? A hollow surprise if she isn't even ranked. Failing to reach the top 20 and talking about the top 3. Are you teasing us? Zhou Wu gripped the armrest of his chair tightly, his cheeks burning. The screen kept scrolling. Rank 2, Zhao Xinyue, level 9. Rank 1, Li Chengfeng, level 9. Zhou Wu's pupils shrank. Was that the name of that good for nothing? Could it really be him? Shock surged through Zhou Wu's mind. No, impossible. He only awakened for the 3rd time and holds the lowest tier occupation. There is no way he could reach level 9 in 2 days. Thoughts raced through Zhou Wu's head as one possibility surfaced. It was just someone with the same name. It has to be a namesake. His shock faded a little. From what I know, Zhao Xinyue is an S-rank genius. Who is this Li Chengfeng to be ranked higher than her? Does anyone know? Someone asked curiously. I've never heard of him. Rankings based on current level don't tell the whole story. Talent matters most. Only outstanding talent allows repeated job advancements. That's right. Hearing these comments, Zhou Wu's mood lightened slightly. Everyone, my daughter may not have entered the top 20, but she secured 21st place. 21st is already an outstanding result. Exactly. There are over 3 million exam candidates in our city. Being 21st makes her a genius among geniuses. Isn't that so? Absolutely. A smile returned to Zhou Wu's face. Gentlemen, I just spoke with a cousin who works at the professional occupation headquarters. He said Li Chengfeng is not a senior candidate from this year. Zhou Wu's smile stiffened at once. He stared at the man in shock. What did you say? Not a senior candidate. That means he underwent a second awakening. Is that true? The odds of an A-rank talent appearing from a second awakening are 100 times slimmer than an S-rank from the first awakening. It wasn't a second awakening. He awakened for the 3rd time. A 3rd awakening. Shock rippled through the crowd. Zhou Wu's heart skipped a beat. 3rd awakening. Li Chengfeng. Could it really be him? No, it can't be. It cannot be him. Zhou Wu ground out through gritted teeth. It must be another person with the same name. That useless boy could never possess A-rank talent. He cannot be this lucky. Does anyone know his background? Even with A-rank talent, leveling up to this standard within 2 days was unachievable without professional power, leveling support from an elite team. In truth, nearly every young contestant on this leaderboard relied on outside backing. These youth rankings were ultimately a display of family influence. He's an orphan. An orphan? How could he afford to hire power levelers? Who's to say he didn't inherit assets? I wonder if he would consider joining my Wang family as a son-in-law. You're dreaming. The most talented youth in your Wang clan only has C-rank talent. How could you hope to match him? My Ding clan has young women with B-rank talent. Perhaps we could arrange an introduction. Let's set that aside for now. Where does he live? Weiyang Garden Estate. Crack. The armrest Zhou Wu was clutching shattered in his grasp. Zhou Wu, what's wrong with you? Everyone eyed him strangely. Zhou Wu forced a calm smile. Nothing. Li Chengfeng lived in that very residential complex. Same estate, same name, third awakening. No matter how unwilling he was to accept it, he could barely convince himself otherwise now. That worthless boy had awakened a ranked talent and pushed his beloved daughter out of the top 20? Damn it. Zhou Wu glared at the name on the screen, his gaze dark and menacing. After several seconds, he composed himself. His rage faded from sight. He tapped his wrist communicator and sent a message to Zhou Lan. A single setback means nothing. Your A-rank talent remains. Your path stretches far into the future. Zhou Lan felt much better after reading the message. Those who relied on others to boost their rankings would only shine briefly. They could not afford power, leveling forever. Every job advancement had to be completed alone with no outside aid. She would surpass them soon enough. Filled with confidence, Zhou Lan lowered her wristband and looked back at the screen. Rank 1, Li Chengfeng. Her face twitched involuntarily. The name stung her eyes, as if someone stood high above, mocking her. You are not even a match for that useless boy. She quickly messaged Zhou Wu. Father, who is the Li Chengfeng ranked first? It's him, Zhou Wu replied. Zhou Lan's eyes widened. It really was him. The giant name on the screen twisted in her vision, morphing into Li Chengfeng's figure. He looked down on her with disdain and declared arrogantly, Yes, it's me. How can that useless boy be him? Zhou Lan's eyes reddened, and she spoke through clenched teeth. His mother left him a fortune, so he could hire a team to level for him. Zhou Wu paused, then added, On top of that, he awakened a ranked talent. What? Zhou Lan trembled with fury. How could someone like him possess the same A-ranked talent as her? Why him? Number 1 high school. Zhao Xinyue stared at the level leaderboard, equal parts surprised and unsurprised. I've never heard of this person. How can his level surpass yours? Zhao Sihai frowned at his daughter. Doesn't this anger you? I have no complaints losing to him, Zhao Xinyue said. Oh, Zhao Sihai grew curious. You are not one to admit defeat easily. Have you fought him and suffered a heavy loss? We have never fought. We cleared a dungeon together once. Zhao Xinyue lifted her head and looked earnestly at Zhao Sihai. Have you ever seen someone at level 5 instantly slay a level 10 Black Blood Wolf with 50,000 health points? Zhao Sihai shook his head and chuckled. An instant kill would require damage exceeding 50,000. Impossible at level 5. I saw it happen. Zhao Sihai's pupils constricted, his expression turning grave. You mean him? Zhao Xinyue nodded. Yes. Zhao Sihai drew a sharp breath. He had seen countless S-rank awakeners, yet none could deal 50,000 damage at level 5. SS, rank talent, or something even higher. A true powerhouse had emerged in Yongchuan City. No. 9 high school. Principal Yang Fan stared at Li Chengfeng's name on the rankings and turned to the teachers behind him. Does anyone know this Li Chengfeng? His level exceeds Zhao Xinyue. Zhao Xinyue was the daughter of City Lord Zhao Sihai, a top, tier S, rank awakener with access to the finest leveling resources. How could anyone outrank her? Principal, I just checked. Li Chengfeng was once a student of our school. Yang Fan's brows snapped together. Once? Did you expel him? How could you dismiss such a genius? How could you make such a blunder? Everyone has grown complacent. This school needs thorough reforms. The teacher broke out in a cold sweat. Principal, please calm down. It is not what you think. Speak. If you cannot explain this satisfactorily, all of you will receive half pay. He failed his first awakening here. A second awakening? Yang Fan paused. According to regulations, students who failed their first awakening would leave school to reawaken at the city square the following year before sitting the college examination. No, he only succeeded on his third awakening. The third time, Yang Fan was even more confused. People who awaken so late usually have poor talent. How did he reach this level? His student file lists him as an orphan with no other records. He likely hired power levelers to grind levels these past 2 days. That makes some sense. Yang Fan stared at the rankings and suddenly thought of something. Do we know who the S-rank awakener detected at the West Square awakening ceremony was? No one knows. Interesting. Yang Fan's heart raced. Could that S-rank awakener be Li Chengfeng? Time ticked by, and the college entrance examination finally began. Principal Yang Fan personally announced the start. This year's examination venue is the new dungeon, Starwood Forest. Every 10,000 candidates form one examination zone. The forest is divided into outer, inner, and core regions. The core zone holds boss monsters up to level 15. I urge everyone to act prudently. Combat profession candidates earn points by hunting monsters, with final scores determined by accumulated points. If you face mortal danger, do not hesitate to exit the dungeon. Rules for support and life professions are as follows. The examination lasts 4 hours. Please follow the invigilators and enter the examination dungeon in order. I wish everyone excellent results and admission to your ideal academies. Li Chengfeng joined the queue heading for the transmission array at the center of the sports field. Li Chengfeng, the invigilator, looked up in surprise and handed him an examination wristband. Enter. Could this be the candidate ranked first on the level chart? What a loss if he was not a student of our school. Li Chengfeng stepped onto the transmission platform. Light wrapped around him, and he materialized within an unfamiliar forest. Giant trees towered everywhere. Further into the distance, trunks soared hundreds of meters into the sky like massive umbrellas. The entire forest stretched as vast as a base city. 10,000 candidates entered and vanished like grains of sand in the sea. Let's begin. Li Chengfeng drew the Blood Wolf longsword slung over his back and advanced into Starwood Forest. After walking a short distance, he spotted a waist-high plant with narrow silver, blue leaves and thick, whip-like stalks. Name, Silver Blue Grass. Level, 1 health, 110 strength, 11 description, low. Tier mutated vegetation. It strangles living creatures with its leaves. It can only be truly defeated by destroying its underground roots. Li Chengfeng stepped forward. Silver blue grass's fronds lashed toward him. Flash. The grass was cut clean in half. Yet it did not die. Li Chengfeng grabbed the stalk, pulled it out by the roots, and crushed its root system completely. Ding. You have slain silver blue grass. Experience +1. Li Chengfeng frowned. So much effort for merely 1 point. He ignored all silver blue grass he encountered afterward. 2 minutes further in, he met a level 3 vermilion hare feeding on silver blue grass. Slaying it earned him 3 points. He crossed paths with other candidates as he traveled. No one exchanged words. Everyone raced to hunt monsters for points. The outer zone stretched endlessly, with sparse monsters. Li Chengfeng had no intention of lingering here. He headed straight toward the core zone. 1.5 hours later, Li Chengfeng crossed from the outer zone into the inner zone. All monsters here were level 5 or higher. Slaying a level 6 monster awarded 18 points. Still far too little. Li Chengfeng delved deeper into the forest. Monsters grew stronger, and other candidates became increasingly rare. 2.5 hours into the exam, Li Chengfeng stepped into the core zone. The first monster he encountered was level 11, granting 55 points upon death. Points accumulate much faster here. According to exam rules, defeating a level 15 boss rewards 10,000 points. Li Chengfeng hoped to find several. A single boss kill would guarantee outstanding exam results. 10,000 points was the threshold for admission into the top 10 academies. To reach 10,000 points within 4 hours required an average gain of 42 points every minute. That meant hunting 2 or 3 monsters below level 10, or 1 monster level 10 and above. Most candidates were only level 6 to 8. Killing 1 level 10 monster took over a minute, not counting travel time. Reaching 10,000 points was nearly impossible. Only Awakeners with A rank talent or higher stood a chance. My current score is 3,200. Hunting here is sufficient. Li Chengfeng checked the real-time scoreboard. His rank sat well outside the top million. I cannot waste time aimlessly searching for bosses. Wind Trace. He activated 5-fold movement speed and began his slaughter. A level 12 shadow spider was feeding when the world spun. It watched its body separate from itself. Points +60. Points +65. Points +70. His score surged past 3,500, racing toward 4,000. Outside the dungeon, 108 giant screens broadcast live footage from the examination grounds while displaying the top 100 candidates by score. Rankings fluctuated wildly in the early stage. They stabilized roughly 2 hours into the exam. Zhou Wu stared fixedly at the score leaderboard. Li Chengfeng's name was absent from the top 100. His anger slowly faded. 3 hours have passed, and he still cannot break into the top 100. It seems his high level was only achieved through power leveling. Zhou Wu laughed at his own earlier anxiety. His talent is likely not A rank at all. He is still nothing more than a failure. Suddenly, the 100th place name flickered. Li Chengfeng. Zhou Wu blinked. Before he could focus, the name vanished. Am I seeing things? How could his name appear on the board? He shook his head and looked for Zhou Lan. She held 18th place. Zhou Wu's expression shifted sharply. 19th place, Li Chengfeng. Before he could process this, Li Chengfeng shot upward to 10th place. What is happening? Zhou Wu stared in shock. Was that boy not just an ordinary professional? How had he climbed to 10th place during the exam? Ding. You have slain level 15 Shadow Light Tiger. Experience plus 16. Divine Sacrifice activated. Seized for strength. Li Changfeng checked his total score, 11352. He opened the real time ranking list. His name occupied first place in Yongchuan City. Second, Zhao Xinyue, 9,792 points. Third, Lin Yuan, 8,923 points. This is enough. 3.5 hours had passed. He could hunt casually for the remaining 30 minutes. Continue. A cold glint flashed in Li Changfeng's eyes. Every monster he killed let him seize more attributes. Roar. A thunderous roar echoed through the forest. Li Changfeng halted and looked ahead. Shouts of panic drifted over. Someone encountered a monster they cannot defeat. The examination dungeon was relatively safe. Monsters above level 10 only appeared in the core zone. Candidates could avoid danger if they stayed clear of threats beyond their ability. Li Changfeng did not turn back. He walked forward. No monster within this exam ground could defeat him. Seconds later, Li Changfeng spotted a 3-meter tall monster chasing 5 candidates. 3 unleashed skills to slow its advance. The other 2 were pale, their clothes stained with blood, overcome with terror. They refused to exit the dungeon until the very last moment. Once withdrawn, they could not re-enter, and their scores would freeze permanently. Li Changfeng focused his gaze. Name, Diamond 8 boss level, 15 health, 21,000 base 30,000. Strength, 300 skills. Mountain Crush leaped downward to smash targets for massive damage. Ground Shock stomped the earth to stagger enemies. Berserk boost strength and speed by 100%, reduce crowd control duration by 20%. Description, ferocious monster native to Starwood Forest's core zone. Thick skin grants strong defense, and it runs at high speed. It enjoys toying with its prey before killing them. A boss. Li Changfeng brightened and advanced with sword in hand. Young master son, we should split up? Otherwise we will all be forced out of the exam. Damn it. Sun Junlong clenched and unclenched his fists. To claim first place in Yongchuan City during the exam, he had led 6 teammates into the core zone, confident they could hunt a level 15 boss. Their first target turned out to be the notoriously tough Diamond Ape. They barely chipped away thousands of its health before Berserk triggered. 2 teammates were gravely injured by its shockwave. Now the 5 survivors could only flee for their lives. As his teammate said, escape was impossible if they stayed grouped. Split up and run. Sun Junlong roared in frustration before sprinting in one direction. The remaining 4 scattered, each choosing a different path. They prayed the ape would not target them. As they fled, they noticed another person standing nearby. The figure stood motionless with sword in hand, as if frozen by fear. Sun Junlong paid no attention to Li Changfeng and offered no warning. He raced deeper into thick woodland to hide, hoping the ape would ignore him. Roar! The Diamond Ape bellowed, dropped low, and charged after Sun Junlong. Sun Junlong's face paled. He pushed his speed to the limit, creating distance, then vanished among dense trees. The golden giant ape halted its advance and let out an enraged roar, fixing its gaze on Li Changfeng. The next instant, it charged straight toward him. When only a dozen meters separated them, it leaped high into the air. Its massive body descended like a meteor, casting a vast shadow over the ground. Li Changfeng quickly shifted several steps, anticipating where the ape would land. Boom! The golden giant ape slammed into the ground, carving a shallow crater. A cloud of dust billowed up, obscuring vision. Shaking its head, the ape tried to rise, only to see a figure burst out of the haze. A glinting sword flashed before its eyes. Squelch! The golden giant ape's eyes bulged. Its enormous head tumbled to the dirt. 2 streams of light, signifying dropped equipment, materialized at once. Ding! You have slain level 15 golden giant ape. Experience plus 20. Divine Sacrifice activated. Absorbed 5 strength points, loot dropped. Li Changfeng bent down and picked up the spoils. Name, Golden Ring Bronze Requirements. Warrior, level 10 strength, plus 36 constitution, plus 29 skill. Shockwave, unleash a wave of vibration that deals damage equal to 300 strength to all surrounding targets. Cooldown, 60 seconds. Incredible stats. The attributes granted by this single ring surpassed the gains from leveling up 4 times. It even came with an innate skill. It was truly top-tier gear. Unfortunately, I can't equip it yet. Li Changfeng stowed it in his backpack and turned to leave. Stop! Li Changfeng paused and looked toward the source of the voice. Sun Junlong and the others who had fled earlier had returned. Are you talking to me? Li Changfeng asked. Who else would we be talking to? Sun Junlong walked toward him and said, "The golden giant ape was our prey. You stole our hunt, took our loot, and now you think you can just walk away?" Li Chengfeng glanced over the group and said slowly, "If I'm not mistaken, the 5 of you were running for your lives from that golden giant ape a moment ago." "Nonsense." Sun Junlong's face flushed with anger. "That was our kiting strategy. Given a little more time, we definitely could have killed it. I could swear I heard someone say they'd withdraw from the exam if they didn't run soon." Li Chengfeng said flatly, looking at Sun Junlong. "You ought to thank me. You misheard. I never said that." Han Feng hastily interjected. "My hearing works perfectly fine," Li Chengfeng replied. "Damn it." Han Feng roared and stepped forward, ready to attack, but Sun Junlong held him back. Sun Junlong studied Li Chengfeng. "The golden giant ape belongs to us. You earned the points, so the drops belong to us. You're delusional. How dare you insult me? I saved you, and now you demand the spoils from the person who rescued you. Who gave you such audacity?" Sun Junlong's expression darkened, his tone turning icy. "Hand over the loot today, whether you want to or not. Otherwise, your college entrance exam ends right here. I just gained 10,000 points. Do you think it makes much difference whether I withdraw early or later?" Li Chengfeng replied calmly. Sun Junlong froze, then changed his approach. "Kid, I'm Sun Junlong of the Sun Clan. Give me the loot, and I'll protect you from now on." "Never heard of your Sun Clan." Li Chengfeng shot him a pitying look and nodded toward Han Feng and the others. "Become one of your lackeys like them? I have more self-respect than that. You bastard." Veins bulged on Han Feng and the rest of the group's foreheads, their eyes blazing with fury. Sun Junlong's face turned stormy. Magic power swirled around his staff. "Whether you hand it over or not, today you will learn the cost of crossing me. You want to fight?" Li Chengfeng let out a dry laugh. "Come on then." Sun Junlong shot a glance at Han Feng and the other 4, who raised their weapons in unison. "Meyer, Icebind." Sun Junlong sneered inwardly. Meyer transformed the ground beneath the target into soft bog, trapping them and crippling their movement. Icebind sent forth a frigid blast that froze whoever it struck, dealing damage and immobilizing the target. Once Li Chengfeng was restrained, they would strike together and teach him a harsh lesson. They could not defeat the golden giant ape because of its thick hide and superior speed. Could Li Chengfeng possibly move faster than the beast? Whoosh! The instant the mire formed, Li Chengfeng vanished. The Icebind spell landed empty. He dodged it. There he is. Han Feng and his companions paled. They had not expected Li Chengfeng to evade their surprise attack. When they spotted him again, he was charging straight at them. He moved like a gust of wind, covering 40 meters in the blink of an eye. Shit! Han Feng's pupils constricted. He instinctively lifted his blade to counterattack, only to feel a sharp blow to his abdomen. His body lifted off the ground and flew backward, slamming hard against a tree trunk. Uffed! Han Feng coughed up blood and slid down to the ground. Before he could recover, 3 dull thuds echoed. His 3 companions suffered the same fate, sent flying to lie on the earth groaning. "What?" Han Feng gaped in shock. Even the golden giant ape did not possess such speed. Incredible swiftness. Sun Junlong's face paled with alarm. He quickly assumed a defensive stance. Bang! Sun Junlong was horrified. The force behind Li Chengfeng's strike was like being hit by a truck. He was knocked helplessly into the air. He flew an unknown distance before crashing into a large tree trunk. Every bone in his back felt as though it had shattered, leaving him sprawled on the ground. Sun Junlong pushed against the soil, trying to stand. A pair of shoes came into view. He stiffened and looked up to see Li Chengfeng. "No wonder you could slay the golden giant ape. Your greatest advantage is your speed." Sun Junlong wiped blood from the corner of his mouth, yet no trace of fear showed on his face. "Withdraw voluntarily, or shall I force you out?" Li Chengfeng stared at Sun Junlong calmly and slowly raised his blood-wolf sword. Every candidate inside the college entrance exam instance would be forcibly teleported out if facing mortal danger. He had no intention of dealing a killing blow. "What? You mean to eliminate me?" Sun Junlong stared in shock. In his mind, the worst outcome of this dispute would be a beating. He had never imagined Li Chengfeng would try to eliminate him entirely. "We do not have a deep grudge. Let this end here. If I were the one lying injured, would you spare me from elimination? You. Make your choice." Sun Junlong ground his teeth, then laughed bitterly. "I am part of the Sun Clan. Do you dare eliminate me? Can you bear the consequences?" "Stop. The Sun Clan has triple transcendent professionals. You cannot afford to provoke them. Lay down your sword and apologize to young Master Sun." Li Chengfeng's expression remained unchanged. He looked steadily at Sun Junlong. "It seems you have chosen the second option. You wouldn't dare." Panic surged through Sun Junlong. Was this youth truly fearless? Swish. The sword swept downward. Terrified, Sun Junlong immediately chose to withdraw from the instance. Whoosh. Sun Junlong's figure vanished. You damn bastard. Han Feng glared at Li Chengfeng. Wait for the Sun clan's retaliation. Li Chengfeng shifted his gaze toward Han Feng and the others. All four paled, and they selected to exit the exam simultaneously to avoid further harm. Triple transcendent professionals, huh? Li Chengfeng muttered to himself and continued hunting monsters. Stats multiplied tenfold upon first transcendence, and second and third transcendence brought the same massive stat boosts. Attribute points gained on leveling also increased drastically. The more times one transcended, the more overwhelming their power. But so what? Once he completed his first transcendence, his stats would rival those of a triple transcendent professional. On top of that, he possessed divine sacrifice. I should hunt more monsters to be safe. Li Chengfeng realized hunting high-level ordinary monsters and bosses yielded comparable gains. Rather than waste energy searching for bosses, he would slay equal-rank creatures. Earning over 10,000 points was enough. Raw attribute points were far more valuable. Outside the instance, Yang Fan, principal of 9th High School, kept a constant watch on the leaderboard. 2.5 hours passed, yet Li Chengfeng had not broken into the top 100. Perhaps I was overestimating him. Just as he was about to give up, the name in 100th place flickered. Li Chengfeng. It's him. Yang Fan excitedly slapped his thigh. The next second, Li Chengfeng's rank surged rapidly. 88th, 78th, 66th, 19th, 10th. Excellent. Excellent. Yang Fan cheered, his thoughts racing. No team could assist him inside the exam zone. Every point had been earned through his own hunting. That proved Li Chengfeng's talent was extraordinary. Otherwise, he could never have achieved this. As time passed, Li Chengfeng climbed steadily. Without surprise, he overtook Lin Yuan and Zhao Xinyue to claim first place. He was also the first to break the 10,000-point threshold. A spot at one of the top 10 universities is secured. Genuine joy welled up within Yang Fan. Every student admitted to a top 10 university brought more educational resources for the school. These were tangible benefits. Principal, look. Why did his points suddenly jump by 10,000? Yang Fan blinked and checked Li Chengfeng's score again. It had soared to an astonishing 23,521, more than 11,000 points ahead of Zhao Xinyue in second. How is this possible? Could the tally be wrong? No. Fire lit up Yang Fan's eyes. He stood abruptly, overcome with excitement. It's a level 15 boss. Slaying one grants an immediate 10,000 points. What? All the teachers stared in shock. The bosses placed within the Starwood Forest exam zone were intentionally powerful, several times stronger than ordinary level 15 monsters. No one had expected any candidate to defeat them. The highest level among all test takers was merely level 9. Even fully focused builds could barely scratch a level 15 boss. Worse still, those bosses wielded devastating skills that could instantly kill anyone caught in their assaults once unleashed. He actually killed a level 15 boss. Yang Fan quickly weighed the implications. This youth was no ordinary rank awakened talent. Even among students at the top 10 universities, he would stand among the elite. Principal, could he have teamed up to hunt it? The suggestion dimmed Yang Fan's enthusiasm slightly. No rules prohibited cooperation inside the exam, so a joint effort could not be ruled out. First place. Zhou Wu ground his back teeth raw. The youth he had dismissed as worthless had climbed all the way to the top. That rascal took first place. Clan leader Zhou, do you know this Li Chengfeng? Which household does this formidable youth come from? Zhou Wu shot an irritated glance at the speaker. I don't know him. But the man paid him no heed and continued. Not only is he leading the level rankings, he was the first to surpass 10,000 points. His words drew murmurs of admiration from the onlookers. He's guaranteed a spot at a top 10 university. A genuine genius. I wish someone like this were part of my family. You can only dream. Every comment stung Zhou Wu's ears. He took a deep breath. He only has an advantage thanks to his level. Others will soon enter the core zone, and their point totals will surge. Whoa, look. His points jumped another 10,000. Everyone snapped their heads toward the large screen and watched Li Chengfeng's score spike upward. Zhou Wu was dumbfounded. What on earth had he done? How can points rise by 10,000 in an instant? He defeated a level 15 boss. Hiss. A genius, without a doubt. Could he be an rank awakened? Boom. Zhou Wu's mind went blank. He sank back into his seat. An rank awakened? Li Chengfeng, the boy he had written off as useless and cut all ties with? Outstanding young man. Zhao Sihai laughed heartily, and pulled a bottle of wine from his bag to take a sip. Regardless of Yang Fan, Zhou Wu, and the others' speculation, he trusted what his daughter Zhao Xinyue had told him. Li Chengfeng had slain that level 15 boss with a single strike. A score exceeding 20,000 points was an outstanding result across the entire empire. Such a remarkable genius needed proper protection. Once Li Chengfeng grew into a top-tier professional, Yongchuan City would reap the benefits. Ninth High School. Constant flashes of light erupted from the instant's teleportation array as candidates eliminated mid-exam emerged. The crowd had long grown accustomed to the sight. Clan leader, isn't that the young master? A man standing behind Sun Wencheng pointed toward the teleportation platform. My son is still taking the exam inside. You must be mistaken. Sun Wencheng's gaze remained fixed on the giant screen. His points are nearly at 10,000. A top 10 university is all but assured. Clan leader, I am certain that is the young master. Anger flickered across Sun Wencheng's face. He thought his son was still in the exam, yet the man sounded so confident that he glanced in the indicated direction. That single glance froze him in place. Junlong. Sun Wencheng stared in disbelief. Why had his son come out early? The exam was not over. He could still raise his score further. Had he been eliminated? How could that be? While his son was not an S rank awakened, he possessed 3A rank skills and could handle ordinary level 15 monsters alone. The only threat would be a boss. Sun Wencheng ordered his men to bring Sun Junlong over, his face darkening. Explain yourself. Sun Junlong glanced at the screen. Li Chengfeng held over 20,000 points, far ahead of second-place Zhao Xinyue. He gritted his teeth. I was eliminated by someone. How many opponents? Just one. One person. Yes. Sun Wencheng frowned and studied his son. As far as I know, Zhao Xinyue and Lin Yuan are not assigned to this exam venue. Who else possesses the strength to eliminate you? I do not know his name, Sun Junlong replied. Sun Wencheng widened his eyes and snapped. You don't even know who eliminated you? I can find him. How? Who suddenly gained 10,000 points? Li Chengfeng. Why do you ask? Sun Wencheng narrowed his eyes. Are you saying Li Chengfeng eliminated you? We went to hunt the level 15 boss. While we drew the golden giant ape's attention, he rushed in, killed it, and stole our reward. I tried to negotiate over the points and loot, demanding he hand over the spoils. Instead, he ambushed our group and eliminated us. Father, this debt cannot be left unpaid. Hatred flooded Sun Junlong's features by the end of his account. He dares seize my son's hard-earned gains. Sun Wencheng's expression turned icy. Very well. Does he believe the Sun Clan's youth can be bullied freely? Clan leader Sun, what happened to Sun Junlong? Yang Fan noticed Sun Junlong exiting early and hurried over to inquire. Sun Junlong ranked among the top 10 students at 9th High and held a position within the top 100 on the level leaderboard. How could such a talented candidate be eliminated midway? Principal Yang, my son's hunt was stolen by another examinee. That person ambushed them while they were worn out and cut his exam run short, Sun Wencheng said coldly. Is that so? Yang Fan was surprised and turned to Sun Junlong. Who did this? Li Chengfeng. I see. Yang Fan's brows rose, his expression growing solemn. Competition is permitted within the exam zone. I urge you not to carry conflicts from the instance into the real world. Sun Wencheng laughed bitterly. Yang Fan, my son was on track for a top 10 university, yet this incident cost him his chance. You expect me to let it go? Clan leader Sun, this is 9th High School, not territory belonging to the Sun Clan. Yang Fan's tone hardened, sticking to official impartiality. Furthermore, we have only your son's account of events. The full truth requires investigation. Are you implying my son is lying? No judgment can be made based on one side of the story. Junlong, tell Principal Yang exactly what transpired. Principal Yang, here is what happened. Sun Junlong repeated his fabricated account. Li Chengfeng eliminating me will not be forgotten. Yang Fan looked him over. Without Li Chengfeng's intervention, would your group have managed to kill the golden giant ape? Sun Junlong's face shifted. If we kept wearing it down, we would have found a way. In other words, you had no reliable plan to defeat it. We had a chance. Sun Junlong insisted stubbornly. Yang Fan dropped the subject. Clan leader's son, the situation is clear. Your son set out to hunt the golden giant ape, but overestimated his own strength. When they fled, Li Chengfeng arrived and killed the beast. Sun Junlong coveted the drops and demanded he hand them over. Conflict erupted after Li Chengfeng refused, and your son ended up eliminated. Sun Junlong looked utterly stunned. Yang Fan's reconstruction matched the truth almost word for word. So what? Sun Wencheng cared nothing for the sequence of events. All that mattered was that his son had lost his shot at a prestigious university, and an orphan dared to defy the Sun clan. Seeing Sun Wenqing dead, set on seeking revenge, anger rose within Yang Fan. He could prevent violence on school grounds, but he had no authority over what happened outside. As the argument dragged on, Zhao Xinyue and Lin Yuan's point totals also surged by 10,000 each. Still, Li Chengfeng maintained a commanding lead. When the college entrance exam timer reached 0, Li Chengfeng's score stood at 39,112. Zhao Xinyue in second place only had 18,203 points, a gap of nearly 21,000. Of course, these rankings only reflected candidates within Yongchuan City. The national leaderboard would be announced the following day. When the college entrance examination came to an end, Li Chengfeng stopped walking. His goal was to get into one of the top 10 universities. He did not care about the exact national ranking. He only needed to achieve his target. Occupation, warrior level, 9 strength, 255, 25,755 after amplification constitution, 657 spirit, 152 talent, unique extraordinary destiny skills, monstrous strength SSS, sacrifice to the gods SS, 8 wasteland blazing /SS, trace of wind S, blessing of the earth S. Equipment, Bloodwolf longsword strength plus 25, constitution plus 10, Bloodwolf belt strength plus 5, constitution plus 35, Bloodwolf battle robes strength plus 12, constitution plus 28, boulder ring strength plus 12, spirit plus 6, Bloodwolf boots strength plus 10, constitution plus 30, not bad. Li Chengfeng was very satisfied. He had only possessed 210 strength points when he advanced to level 9 yesterday. Today, by drawing attributes inside the examination instance, all 3 core stats had risen to varying degrees. His strength had climbed from 210 to 255. Empowered by monstrous strength, it was equivalent to more than 4,000 points. Ding. Candidates of instance, no, please exit the examination venue. Upon hearing the notification, Li Chengfeng chose to leave the instance at once. The National College entrance examination results will be released tonight. I'll head home and rest. Li Chengfeng set off along the same path he had taken earlier. Li Chengfeng. A voice called out from behind him. Li Chengfeng halted and turned around to see Sun Junlong striding toward him, seething with rage. Behind Sun Junlong walked a middle-aged man who bore a striking 7-point resemblance to him. His gaze toward Li Chengfeng was icy cold. The surrounding candidates all stopped in their tracks, looking on in confusion. Li Chengfeng, the candidate who ranks first in level and points in Yongchuan City. Where is he? Who's Li Chengfeng? The candidates craned their necks, following Sun Junlong's line of sight. They saw Li Chengfeng standing there alone, calm and composed. Sun Junlong, what do you want? Li Chengfeng asked flatly. You stole my level 15 boss, ambushed me, and got me eliminated. You ruined my chance to enter one of the top 10 universities, and you ask what I want. Sun Junlong roared with fury. Hand over the boss's drops and kneel down to apologize. Boom. A stir swept through the crowd. That's pretty harsh. Harsh is an understatement. That's outrageous. Not only did he snatch the boss loot, he got the guy eliminated. That opportunity for the top 10 universities was just thrown away. I'd be furious if that happened to me. I used to admire Li Chengfeng, seeing as he scored over 28,000 points. I never expected him to have such poor character. I'd never want to be associated with someone like him. Same here. I wonder if he earned all his other points by stealing from others. Now that you mention it, it's not impossible. We have to file a complaint. Let's report this incident so the admissions tutors from the top 10 universities can see what he's really like. Right? Let's make him face disqualification from consideration by the top 10 universities too. Li Chengfeng frowned and spoke to Sun Junlong. You were running for your life chased by the steel giant ape. How dare you twist the truth? Huh? What does he mean? The candidates were taken aback. Could there be another side to the story? Sun Junlong flared up as if his tail had been stepped on. Don't try to make excuses. I have no intention of wasting time on this. Drop it, before you embarrass yourself further, Li Chengfeng said. Young man, nothing belonging to the Sun family is free for the taking. Hand over the loot and kneel to my son, and you may yet avoid injury, Sun Wenqing said in a deep voice. Are you his father? That is correct. Is this how you raise him? To distort facts and show no gratitude. What did you say? Sun Wenqing's robes billowed, and his imposing aura whipped up a gust of wind. He's really bold. That's the head of the Sun clan, a level 63 third-tier professional. How dare he speak to him like that? Putting the dispute aside, I have to admire his courage. Isn't he afraid of offending the Sun family? The rift is already formed anyway. The onlookers were shocked and whispered among themselves. Li Chengfeng's expression darkened. Your son claims I stole the boss and ambushed him. Show me the evidence. My son's words are evidence. Sun Wenxing stared down at Li Chengfeng. You will not leave unless you kneel. Patriarch Sun, what audacious words. Li Chengfeng achieved the top college entrance examination score in Yongchuan City. Do you intend to force him to kneel? Principal Yang Fan strode over with a group of teachers. He is a student of 9th high school. Are you treating our school as if we have no one to stand up for us? Seeing Yang Fan and the teachers arrive, the students made way, many looking excited. Yang Fan was also a third-tier professional, officially appointed by the city lord. He was more than capable of standing against Sun Wenxing. Yang Fan, are you determined to interfere? Sun Wenxing snapped. Why else would I be here? Yang Fan stepped in front of Li Chengfeng and looked at Sun Junlong. I know how powerful the steel giant ape is. How many of you fought it? Sun Junlong's heart skipped a beat, yet he answered truthfully. 7 of us. Who were they? Han Feng was among them. Bring them here. I can reopen the examination instance and let you challenge the steel giant ape once more with a live broadcast of everything. Sun Junlong's face paled, anxiety welling up inside him. Yang Fan, no 2 steel giant apes are in identical states. We cannot recreate the earlier situation, Sun Wenxing argued. Yang Fan stared at Sun Wenxing for several seconds. Very well. We can wait until tomorrow. I can submit an application to access the footage recorded on Sun Junlong's examination wristband. You may all come and review it together. What do you say? Sun Junlong's face turned pale, and he hastily spoke up. There's no need. Sun Wenxing's eyelids twitched. He knew his own son well. If Junlong was refusing, there must be something wrong. Student Sun, why is that? Disgust stirred within Yang Fan. Requesting the footage would be too troublesome. I can let go of the matter of him eliminating me. Sun Junlong tried to back down without admitting defeat. I only asked that he hand over the drops from the steel giant ape. Yang Fan turned to look at Li Chengfeng. I refuse, Li Chengfeng said. You really won't hand them over? Sun Junlong's face turned livid. Must he force me into a humiliating position? I saved you from the steel giant ape, and now you demand I hand over the loot? I suggest we make the footage public, Li Chengfeng replied. You? Sun Junlong's eyes blazed. He could get away with seizing others' rewards in private, but if the footage was released, his reputation would be completely ruined. No reputable university would accept him after that. What do you think, Patriarch Sun? We're leaving. Sun Wenxing shot Li Chengfeng a sharp, dark look. Junlong, if you lack strength, go train harder. Sun Junlong dared not argue and hurried after him. Huh? They're just leaving like this. What's going on here? Think about it. It's obvious he was lying and falsely accusing Li Chengfeng. So Li Chengfeng was telling the truth all along. I feel terrible. I was bad-mouthing him earlier. I never knew Sun Junlong could be this underhanded. He's always relied on his family status to bully other students at school. I've long grown tired of it. Some students were still confused, but most had worked it out. With the truth about to be exposed, Sun Junlong could not keep up his act. Watching Sun Wenxing and his son depart, Li Chengfeng prepared to head home as well. Student Li Chengfeng. Yang Fan cleared his throat and smiled. You brought 9th high school the top ranking in Yongchuan City. The school has decided to reward you 6 million Federation credits. Whoa, 6 million. Good heavens, think how long that would last me. I could afford to replace my whole set of equipment. If I save a little more, I could even buy a B-tier skill. The entire playground erupted, filled with envious glances. Li Chengfeng smiled. Thank you, Principal. I am grateful to 9th high school. Go home and rest well. The National College entrance examination results will be published tonight. Admissions tutors from various universities will likely come looking for you tomorrow.